Boom. But what if I just did?
Hold on, I had to unmute my audio. Tony and Nicole.
What if I just did? But what if I just joined?
What if Tony just dropped into the chat?
What if Tony?
What if Tony? What if Tony appeared on Chill Stream Monday? We're not doing a Chaos Monday this weekend. We're doing Chill Stream Monday.
This is Order Monday.
Yeah. This is I spent all day working on shit and then was like, oh yeah, it's Monday, not Saturday. I don't want to do Chaos Monday because I'm wiped from working on things all weekend.
Rip. It's NieR Monday.
Lawful, so it's NieR Monday, but I was like, I do want to play more NieR, so I'll just stream that.
Oh man, some of these models are so freaking pretty.
Right? I've got back here though.
Like all the close-ups of all the pretty girls, like Kaina, Popola, NieR.
Yeah.
They're all really cute.
Thanks for
The girls in the colloquial sense, of course, we mean.
The girls, right? Emil.
I need to. Do I have a screwdriver in here? Just while we're hanging out, I bought what I believe is a Hennessy. Oh, it's a Hennessy ice bucket that I believe lights up, but I think I need to change the battery in it. That's one of the many things I did this weekend because I had to prepare for a bunch of shit that I've got going on. And the Hennessy ice bucket is actually related to that. Anyway, how have you been, Tony?
Oh, good. It got really hot and then I couldn't. Discord was breaking and then it got really hot, so I didn't get as much work as I wanted to. So I might work a little bit. Right now. I was gonna move my desk and then I realized that I won't be able to stream Switch games if I do that because my capture card is kind of precariously dangling from my boyfriend's Switch to my computer right now. And
Oh no!
So I was like, oh, I didn't think this through at all. But I did do my nails.
Oh, nice. That sounds nice. God, I haven't done my nails in ages. I should do something like that. Tony's a little quiet. Let me turn Tony up.
Oh, I'm a little quiet. I'm just a little quiet, Tony.
Just a little quiet, Tony. Boost that volume.
Bass boosted Tony.
Boom, boom. Yeah, it applies a filter that makes Tony louder for some reason. Let me turn
That's good. Yeah, the Tony filter.
The Tony filter. Okay.
I'm gonna drop my cheapo nails in the chat, or where are they?
Or the game is too loud. I'll go ahead and turn the game down a little bit. My nails. Ah. I'm also going to the dentist tomorrow. It's cool.
These are like $6 press-ons too, so y'all go nuts if y'all like it. Get them.
Hi, Sister Slug. I saw their message.
Oh well.
I thought Greg is supposed to hop in here at some point.
Poke them with a stick.
Okay, they said they'll be here about 6:15.
Word. You're gonna have to deal with me till then.
I would love to deal with you all night.
I'm gonna.
What was that? Was that you trying to do like a witch crackle?
No, yeah, maybe. You can hear my nails. I'm gonna nail at you.
Oh, you're doing ASMR.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
That pick up.
It does. It sounded a little bit like you were just dropping your mic, though. like it just fell on the ground.
I'm trying to figure out a surface.
Oh, I realized
I don't know what surface I could use for this.
I have a jar of salsa in my bag. I forgot about that.
Yeah, again, these nails are like $6 nails at the store.
Did you press them on yourself? I'm assuming then.
Yeah. What? Yes. Yeah.
I don't.
Yes.
Listen. I've never used press-on nails. I've only done shitty nail filing, and then like occasionally
Oh.
there's like glue
You haven't got
or
had
nail polish. I mean,
guys get you like gel manicures and stuff?
no.
Oh.
Oh,
I've never requested that. I'm sure I could get boys to buy me gel manicures
Yeah,
just
you
by
could.
expressing
That's,
it.
Hence my assumption.
Yeah. That's everything I've expressed.
Look,
Usually boys buy me like drugs.
Well, the problem is all they gotta do is pay for it. You actually have to know like where to go and what to get, etc. So that's all on you. So yeah, you have to like already know that stuff.
you didn't
Yeah.
do anything wrong.
I need to do some research into the nail tech in order to better take
Well,
advantage
so-
of my boys.
The thing is, I used to be like I was briefly
Yeah.
a
neither did you.
like gel manicure person, but
You're just trying to
my
protect the
nails got
villagers.
so
I
unhealthy
jumped down your
because of
throat
it.
for it.
And so I just went without for a really long
It's
time, and my
very
nails actually look pretty good, just
Regardless,
bare. But the
please don't
problem
let it
is that
trouble
I cook all the time, and so I got really tired of my nails just being like always like a little messed up because of cooking. So I'm turning on
Oh,
press-ons because then that way, if they get
You know
destroyed, I
about
could
the
just
lost
replace the
shrine,
press-ons.
right?
that makes sense. Yeah, no, I've definitely had like that experience. When I worked in food, I had to like constantly be taking my nails on and off because of that. Because as it turns out, you're usually not allowed to work with food if you have nail polish on, for some reason.
The temple where I was first discovered.
I have a guitar and I know how to play guitar, but I don't
That's
usually
it.
play guitar because
Well,
I
it seems that
always
the Shadow
ask
Lord's
the
lair
bears
is
if I can
connected to
cut
it
my
somehow.
nails shorter, and the response is
It was
lukewarm
right
is best.
under our bridge
Ah,
the whole
I'm
time.
always like, I can play guitar some other time.
Oh, hey,
Hello.
Is it Gweggy? It's Gweggy, but
It's
Gweggy's
me.
over
it's
there.
Greg it's Greg o'clock.
Bring me back. I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna really go near my friend. You gotta maybe like do a little walkie animation.
Oh yeah, hold on.
That's what I do in my streams. Just walk people over.
Hold on. Greg appearing. Just like do that like Greg, do a slide whistle noise.
Alright, I'm back from the basement. Let me come back upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm back. What is this? I had to change the body count in the basement.
Hold on, let
Body
me.
You have to count the bodies.
Yeah, there. I let them hit the floor, and you won't believe what a mess that makes. God, how have y'all been?
Good. I'm looking for something for a bit, but I don't
Oh.
think I can find it.
No. Oh yeah, the elevator was broken, so I had to walk down like that, like on stream. So sorry everyone. Sorry that took a little bit, but no.
I wanted to
I'll
do
walk
the
back upstairs.
I wanted to do the classic like Simpsons bit where it's like you're like, oh, I'll be right back, and then like sound of footsteps rapidly, doors opening and slamming shut, sound of car taking off, and then sound of like plane flying overhead. But I couldn't find one that was like that exact combination.
That is my favorite. Like that's my favorite bit. Is like, yeah, I'll be right back. Walks really fast and then slams door, and then car immediately speeds off.
Yeah.
That's my favorite shit in the world. But God, I feel like
So take a boat.
recently it's been rough because like I think that in the world's worst irony, I think I have developed like allergies to like pollen or something like that, which sucks.
So the thing that I did was I
got
started
better.
eating local honey,
Uh-huh.
and
Whoa. Oh yeah,
I
because there's a little
heard-
bit of pollen in it.
yeah, I've heard that helps
took a
with
lot
the
longer than
allergies because you're like consuming
What would
pollen, and
shades
I just
are?
like put it in tea and stuff and
also
That makes
whatever.
sense. That sounds
But-
like sort of like what a vaccine does, where it's like it puts a dead version of a virus inside.
Right,
us, you
that's
know.
true.
That's
But it might also not be a real thing, and
I mean, I also got
and my
Benadryl.
brain could just be thinking it's real. But the thing is that allergies are actually extremely psychological.
I mean, if the placebo, sorry, go ahead.
Right, and so
feel like
like
you've done
I
so
think
much
it's
for
possible I might
I'm
just
really
think it works, and that has made me stop having allergies.
I mean, here's the thing. Placebo, if the placebo makes your brain think you ended it and it's working for your body, I say go with it.
Yeah, right. That's how I feel. I'm like,
I'm
it
not
either
Jabuti,
worked
it's-
or I'm too dumb for it not to have worked. Either way, I'm happy. So
I
it's
didn't
fine.
like find
Listen,
that Jabuki tweet that's like,
what's a little bit of delusions?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
can
everybody
gaslight my
should be
body,
allowed
it's
to have
fine.
delusions.
I can
But just
gaslight my body.
just let me be stupid.
Yeah.
If being stupid was able to cure my body, let me just do it. But
Yes,
I also,
Benadryl,
I
boss,
also,
and yes, I'm gaslighting my body.
I also bought Benadryl, and that seemed to
Yeah.
help. But I was also just like, damn, in my like 34 years of being alive, this is like the time my eyes just start to fucking water. And of course, it's because I'm in the gardening. It's fucking dumb. Anyways, Benadryl's good.
I like what's the C one? The Claritin?
Claritin,
I like
yeah.
Claritin because Benadryl is like the tomorrow pill for me.
To the boat ramp.
It's the limitless pill. It's the limit more pill.
Yeah, it's the like become tomorrow pill.
To know the canal is finished.
I take the limitless pill and it makes me go to sleep like longer. Damn, I was so that movie where like Bradley Cooper takes the limitless pill and then just goes to bed.
Yeah.
Trashpad, can we have just a little chaos tonight? We can have a little chaos.
As it
We
should.
have appropriate chaos.
could have-
We
we could have a little
like,
bit of
fourth
chaos.
person joining us, maybe, or something.
Who?
We could
Who's-
have,
Who's
like-
our mysterious fourth person?
I don't know.
We can't have allergies.
That's so mysterious. That's so mysterious. Though you said that.
Oh no, I meant like as adding a chaos thing, like you could add a fourth thing to the bottom of
Oh, it's like
oh.
a,
the screen. That's like a little chaos, but not that much chaos.
I'm just gonna put some random images on the
I
screen.
appreciate
Oh, wait,
Zenzico
hold on.
saying having little. I appreciate Zen saying, yeah, we can have little a chaos
Hold on.
as street because
Boom.
that's the bit. That's the
Where's Tony?
that's the only
Oh
one.
yeah, it's
Oh,
true.
there
It's
you go.
wild. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh hey, my boyfriend. Can I
Yeah.
have my boyfriend back? I really love him, and I'm gonna marry him.
Hold on, I have to remove. Wait, who's your boyfriend? This bear?
The bear.
Yeah, there he
Yeah,
is. He's right there.
Also, any bear. Literally all bears are my boyfriend.
Okay.
Also, so you know, the screen is black, but I think you're also.
Yeah, yeah.
setting
No,
up
I'm
the
I'm
whole
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm,
thing.
I'm
they're
setting
just
it up.
setting things up.
Oh yeah.
Also, does anybody want to eat roast fish egg pasta with me?
People are gonna be like watching this stream, on YouTube or something, and they're just gonna be like, "Why does just this one look like this? Why does just this like one video look like this?" And the answer is gonna be because this is chill
Funny.
stream. It's chill. Normally I
Yeah.
stream Hitman games. That was the other thing is I didn't take the time to set up and figure out the Hitman shit, and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to just launch Hitman. I didn't have my shit together. That's really what it all comes down to. I just didn't have my shit. I just didn't have my shit together today.
I need to like get my shit together for streaming again because my brain has just not felt like doing it. But I also am gonna change the time up, so that's probably gonna do a lot of good for me. So I think it's Sundays at like 6 or like 5:30 or something like that. It's a nice evening slot, so everybody can join.
Yeah.
Bears
Yeah,
are
yeah,
the
Yeah,
best.
today's vibes are like so weird because all of my friends are like feeling like whack today.
What's great too is
Yeah,
that
me
we can
too.
also toggle to regular scene if we need
I
to.
feel super weird because it was kind of cold this morning, and then all of a sudden it got super hot, and I feel like
Weird.
my brain stopped working.
It's just been like rainy. Today's been the most like stereotypically Seattle kind of day, but like I appreciate it, but it's also got the vibes super whack. Antonio, hope you get some cooler weather soon.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's like today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, but and then that's it. And then we'll go back to normal. So I hate warm weather in the Bay Area. It's like
I just
we
don't
didn't
like
really
warm-
have much of it before. But...
Living in like the Pacific Northwest has made me appreciate summer more, but I don't like hot weather. Like I don't like when I get anxious when it's too hot because my body typically overheats already when it's like in the bad anxious spot. So my body's trigger response is just like feel bad when it's hot, which is really weird. I feel like, but it's also just the human body is a series of nightmares I didn't sign up.
Oh
for.
no, the human body is absurd. Is an absurd beast.
Another 100.
And I demand my cash settlement immediately.
Yeah. Were you born in a body without your permission?
I really was.
We here at Johnson and Jorgensen are here to be on your side. We'll take God himself to court. We'll take the universe itself to court. We'll take your dad to court. You should have worn a condom, sir.
I'm sorry. What?
And then, you know what? We'll remove you from your body. We'll kill you right there.
Yeah.
We'll shoot you on the spot.
We will infuse your spirit into a cursed doll of your choosing.
You will win your case, and we will give you coronavirus. Everybody wins.
Do you have mesothelioma? Do you want it? We got you.
You want it?
We got a ton of this shit. Like, yo,
You have
do you
extra.
have osteoporosis? You don't? Dude, we got a ton of it right here.
Car accident? Wasn't your fault? Good news. We can make it look like it was.
Got broken bones on the job? You want broken bones on the job? We'll kick your ass.
We'll kick your
Car
ass.
accident? We've got him.
Did you get fired for drinking on the job? What if we told you that it could be your job to drink?
On the job.
No, just drink.
Oh shit.
Okay, so do any of you want my gross fish egg pasta?
Yeah, I'll download it.
Yeah.
Good, good. I'm gonna
I did a
make,
torrent of your food.
I'm gonna make mentaiko pasta, but nobody in my house wants it. And they're all like, ew, fish eggs.
Hold on, Sister Slug. We will put asbestos in your house and blame you for it.
Good,
I like that.
good. I'm glad.
Do you have blood poisoning from your job? We'll give it to you.
Yeah. Give it.
Have blood? Have blood? Don't want
Need
blood?
Apparently, I did a pretty good job with
Sell
it.
us your blood.
You
There's
got
blood poisoning when you drink too much blood and then you get sick.
You got blood poisoning? What if we just got rid of it?
They're gonna actually, yeah, they're gonna replace the blood with poison. Blood poisoning is when you get like is a hypochondriac's best friend because it's the thing that you can literally just get. Like, oh, you scratched yourself? Oh, that sucks. The evil got in. The poison got into your blood and you're dead and you're gonna die now.
The way people died in like in the 1850s and they're like, oh, just get some whiskey and saw off your arm.
I mean, that's how frickin' what's his name died.
Albert Einstein.
Yeah, Albert almost.
Albert Einstein.
Wait,
I like that
where are we supposed to go?
I like how like if you like had a job in like the you could just make up a job in the 1850s or whatever.
And they had to take you.
Yeah, if you were in it, literally, because they're like, if you said you were a doctor, you were a doctor, and you just like fucking.
Wait, hold on. Crime Puddles.
A guy.
A subreddit for Zoomers who are mad at their parents for making them exist, because that means they have to work and get a job. Is that a real subreddit? Because I'd believe it. That's like reverse child free.
I mean, I do remember like hearing of like a British case or like some case in like France or whatever years ago where like some kids successfully sued their parents for like emotional distress for making them alive.
That's so cool.
That could be an urban legend.
Well,
I am very gullible, but it's one of those things where it's like everything in life is so absurd that I'm like, you know what? It might as well be real.
Look at our beautiful skeleton son in HD.
Look at our friend.
She's beautiful.
Look at the homie.
He is a proud gay man. Don't misgender him.
Stop erasing history. I'm tired of this, Tony. You keep doing it. I don't know, Tony. I don't know.
Good.
Also,
Imagine Emil putting like lipstick on his little skeleton face because he thinks that NieR is into femboys.
God. That sentence.
Ooh, I had to tighten up my mic. It keeps falling down. Ugh. Oh.
Look at him! Look at him! He just stares lovingly at NieR wherever you go.
Aw, he wants to pretend he's people.
It actually is canon that he has a crush on NieR.
Aww.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. Emil is actually canonically a little gay boy
I love him.
who has like a crush.
Gay boy.
A little immortal, literally thousands-year-old child gay boy.
You know what? Finally, the 2,000-year-old Kitsune is a boy.
Oh shit! Finally breaking boundaries. Damn.
Wow, finally. You know what?
Love wins.
Love wins. Did you say love wins at the same time?
Yeah, you guys both said love wins at the same time.
We synced. We did it, Tony. We finally did it.
Love wins, but who's keeping score? Am I right? Love wins, but the points don't matter.
Hey, tennis. Hey, 15 love. Whoa. Notice how tennis is kind of sus where they say 15 love. That seems a little young. I don't know.
Ooh.
Hey, can I edit that? Can I edit a stream? Can I edit that? Can I remove that live? What's the story?
From a stream. I kind of killed somebody on stream.
Oh, hold on, Eddie. Boop.
Can you do it retroactively via editing?
Thankfully, no one is creepy about looting a meal, as far as I know. It's honestly like, I don't know what it is about Emil's character design, but it's like perfectly engineers that like everybody wants to like see him as like a little gay boy, or sees him as like the little gay boy who has a crush on like NieR, regardless of its dad NieR or brother NieR. But something about the way he's written just makes it like immediately like everybody just wants to write like little like wholesome versions of him. Cause you're right, like Emil is one of the few characters I've never seen people be like unusually horny of.
Speaking of wholesome, Bill Gates got divorced.
Hey, that's not wholesome. That's
really
awesome.
funny.
That's awesome.
It's funny. It's funny.
Like that foundation is crumbling, so to speak.
My favorite bit.
They should call it the they should call it the Bill and Bill and my ex-wife Gates Foundation.
Did you see that one tweet? Someone told him that marriage was a union, and he knew what he had to do.
Just gonna mention that. Fuck. God. Bill and that bitch Melinda Foundation. Fuck.
Yeah, that's gonna be the new name. Bill and that bitch Melinda Foundation. Good.
You gotta wonder, like, what was the like breaking point for which one of them?
Climate change. I don't know.
No, like, honey, I don't know. Just like with all this climate change.
Probably was something is like
Oh, I was gonna say, wasn't the last thing that Bill Gates did was saying that he wouldn't give the vaccine to like?
That, yeah. Part of me wants to believe that is like the trigger, because it's like, because Bill's just turning more. Not that he wasn't already a piece of shit, antitrust motherfucker, but like turning more into like just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I'm sure that Bill is
27
just,
years.
like,
I don't know.
I'm sure that Bill is just looking over at like I think Bill Gates probably used to consider him compare himself to like what's that one billionaire that supposedly does more good things than other billionaires?
Isn't that the guy who?
There's a lot, yeah. They drop new ones all the time. But no, that was
one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That guy, whatever. I think he used to compare himself to that guy, and I think that maybe Bill Gates now is literally just surrounded by like Elon Musk and like
more pedophiles,
Bezos, and is like, I can be a lot more evil actually.
Yeah.
And still be unnoticeably evil by comparison.
I think the divorce was because he made her he gave her a bottle of the poo perfume.
Do I want to know?
He had a whole thing where like his foundation is like, oh, we're recycling like poo water into perfume. That's not a joke. That's a thing that they actually did.
I like the. I've always thought there's a lot of entertainment to be had out of the concept of what rich people think poor people like and want.
Yeah, which is poo water.
Didn't he also have the thing where like he like thought like the price of a fucking like box of cereal was like $10?
That could have been any of those rich people, honestly.
Yeah. Well, then fucking like it's a banana. What could it cost? $5 or some shit.
Oh, Addy Elman says, yeah, that was him.
God, being wealthy is a fucking sickness.
And I've got the cure.
Yeah, I got a cure called X and Caliber.
Man goes to doctor, say, doctor, you gotta help me. I've got affluenza. Doctor says I have just the cure. Go to see Pagliacci, best executioner in town.
Yeah, I got a cue for you. Turns on my fucking like double-edged lightsaber. Plastic lightsaber.
Oh, Zenzi Puff. No, like they absolutely do. I feel like I've like read before that there's like basically like a lot of like upper middle class economies that are just founded on just charging rich people too much for shit because rich people don't know what anything costs anymore.
Like straight up, they're the dumbest people on the planet, and that's what makes them being rich so fucking frustrating. Is that like y'all literally don't know how much McDonald's costs. Like you don't know that you can actually buy multiple things for like $5
you could sell them McDonald's food and you charge them like $40 for it, and they wouldn't know.
Literally you can sell them a 20-piece nugget for $20 because they would literally believe that they charge like $1 a nugget at McDonald's or some shit. It's insane.
Yeah, it's called the 20-piece nugget because it's $20. There's 20 pieces of them.
Oh, it makes sense to me, right? And they just be like, oh yeah, that makes sense because numbers, because we're smart.
If I ever had any kind of job where like I had to interact with rich people in that way, I would just start lying about how much things cost and just pocketing the difference.
Just being like, okay, I want to go to the store. I want to buy some chips. You got $100? Yeah, I'm buying the value bag of like smart food popcorn. I need like $100 if you got it. God.
Oh, Addy, that's a brilliant scam.
Let me see sending rich people to invite. Yeah. God, I just want to rip off rich people so fucking badly. I wish I was finance savvy in the slightest, or like savvy in being. I don't know. I wish I could do illegal things. I guess.
Speaking of, do you think? Speaking of doing illegal things and scams, do you think Elon's gonna pump Doge or whatever on SNL?
God, he's gonna pump something. He's gonna do something that's just gonna let.
Hey, I hope somebody pump. I hope. Hey, you know what? I hope someone pumps him full of fucking lead.
Here's my prediction for the Elon SNL thing. He's gonna keep looking at. He's gonna look straight at the camera, reading his cue cards in the most. He can't act. He's gonna say the words Doge, and it's gonna blow up on the prices or whatever.
Which is great because I need to buy more Doge. Then did it go down?
Yeah, I was about to say. Well, yeah, That's why I was like, I don't know, will he? And I was like opening up my apps. No,
yeah.
Jay, you said that with the Joker face holding a gun, and I was so hard looking at that in that exact moment.
Let me see. Where's the? Those are still climbing.
Really Joker build.
It's kind of going down. Maybe I'll buy some more Doge. Oh no, I'd have to put more money into this app, and I don't want to do that. I'll just sit on what I have. I don't want to get greedy. The thing is, like, having a boyfriend in his economics, it was basically just like treat stocks like penny slots, which is what I do. And then I also treat it like Pokemon, where I neglect it for weeks at a time, and then I look at it and I'm like, oh, I made money at some point. Basically, yeah. I pulled out the amount of money that I put into it already, and I just pocketed that. So now at this point, it's like all of this money is basically fake to me.
Yeah. Money sucks.
Whatever's left in this thing is just fake money. So it doesn't matter if I lose it or not because I already pulled out the money that I put into it originally. So it's literally just all profit in my mind.
Use Cash App to put like $20 in the AMC for everyone. Every so often, it's like at $23, sometimes it's $30, but it's never been like it's just literally I did it because I've never done it, and it's just like there in case like something happens. But it's like I didn't like. It was a low risk amount of money that was like could be cool, but also like I highly doubt anything's gonna come from it. So I can just like see what happens.
Stocks are similar to like doing slot machines at a casino.
Yeah. No, it's literally gambling.
Yeah,
the thing is, the way I do it though, is I'll do the like dollar slots at the casino.
I love slot
machines. They give you free drinks.
Yeah.
and then you just play them real slow, and you're like, I am going to spend, $50 today, right? And then you have one to tip, and then you get free drinks all night, and you play the slots real slow, and you wind up probably spending your $50 or whatever, but you got like 3 or 4 drinks out of it, and they're good drinks. They're not bad drinks. I mean, it depends on where you go, obviously, but it's the places I've been were good drinks. So, it's like I spent $50 on drinks, and I just sat there looking at pretty colors all night. As long as you do it that way, it's like, it's fine. It's fun. You can do it with a friend.
Oh no!
Oh no, Jay!
Big
You
oof.
saw that? Oh.
Big oof. Medium move.
Oh.
That was the fact that I happened to pause at that exact moment was very like, we'll be right back. Wait, hold on. I gotta switch to the regular scene real quick. Which one was it?
Yeah, I don't know.
There it
How
was.
do you guys feel about hate watching? I personally am like anti-hate watching. Not in a like I think this is not in a like it's illegal for other people to do it. I mean more like Femboy down, I forgot.
Yeah. I did toggle back to the regular scene. I'll leave that. I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah. Sorry. Go on with hate watching.
Oh, I personally just feel like it's bad for me. To
Yeah.
do, so I just don't. I'm like I haven't done it in ever. But like I don't know. It's just always seemed like a thing that I'm like, if I did that, I feel like that would like 100% only negatively affect me without any positive influence to me in any way. I feel like the that like Wojak meme where they like say it's like the smiling mask with the crying Wojak behind it. I
Yeah.
feel like literally everyone who hate watches anything is always that Wojak.
Oh, yeah,
like,
easily.
lying behind the laughing mask. I'm like, yeah, you do seem really happy. Yeah.
See, that's why when I hate watch stuff, it's gotta be like, no, I have to like on some level enjoy this. And the thing is, with stuff like that, I probably won't hate watch it for a while because I have to be in a mood where I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, this rules because this is like the epitome of everything wrong with SNL.
Yeah.
Like that's
And
the
and
entertainment value I have to be
that's
getting
fine,
out of
but
it.
that's the thing is that's not exactly hate watching.
Yeah.
They did a skit about they did like a musical number about NFTs, and it was the most cringe shit I've ever seen in my life.
That rules actually. That's good. They should do that more.
It's so bad. That sucked, but hate watching.
I'm so glad nobody is into NFTs.
Oh, someone says Jakey movie cursor is driving me crazy.
Oh shit, sorry. I forgot. So I had to do like window capture for this, so I keep
Oh,
forgetting that.
I thought that was my cursor.
No.
I just realized I've been trying to move it.
No,
Be like
I-
calling Microsoft support. That
Chat.
cursor, no.
The absolute worst SNL skit is for me personally, is the Mortal Kombat one with God, what's the fucking character's name? It's like, I guess apparently a recurring character. You remember how, like Mad TV would have like Stewart or whatever, they just have like recurring characters.
Yeah.
They have one character whose name is like, oh god, Uniqua?
Ugh.
SNL Mortal Kombat Boo Boo Jeffries. Her name is Boo Boo Jeffries.
Ugh.
And the joke is, what if she was in Mortal Kombat and her attacks were saying Beyonce or Rihanna, because those are the names of black women. That's it. That's literally like the skit's whole joke. It is one of the worst fucking things I've ever watched.
That sounded like it was. Oh god! Just written by the interns who are just like on their way out already.
Yeah, it's atrociously bad, and like that's an example of a thing I would hate watch because I watched it and I was just like, this skit this skit feels like it was written as a way to it's something that would be doing a parody of SNL. Like, this would be like somebody's doing a parody of SNL and they have like a thing right before where the host talks about the importance of like anti-racism, and then it jumps to the characters doing a racist skit because that's the thing SNL does like all the time.
God.
What's the Weezer one?
The best skits are always the ones that are like, fucking obviously there's like the Totino skit, like What About My Hungry Boys?
Yeah.
And fucking and Wells for Boys, where it's like, you know they had the A-team on that shit. Also, Black Jeopardy's pretty solid, because you can tell it was actually written by like the black cast members, so like, thank God. Like,
We just need like a new sketch. Like, the problem is that like SNL needs to stop being the place where they send occasionally actually talented comedians or comedians of connections to die, because then they end up having to write SNL skits, which can only ever be better than you would expect. So you don't get a chance to like. So we just need like a new sketch comedy show to put them all into, because like imagine if they could go to like their own sketch comedy show where they can just do whatever jokes they want.
a Black Girl sketch show, speaking of which, is like such a
That's
good
actually
show.
exactly what I was thinking of. Was like because like I've seen a couple. It might have been that one. It might have been another like all black sketch comedy show that our friend Todd was showing me. But there was like actually good skits in it, and it was like obvious that like different skits were written by different cast members, which means that the cast members were allowed to like write skits and not just like, oh, the skit has to follow this tone.
So what we're saying is we had to bring back In Living Color.
Literally, basically, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, when I was a kid, that's what I watched.
That was because In Living Color. Remember the Grace Jones skit was funny. It was also hot.
In Living Color, Mad TV, Mr. Show, The Ben Stiller Show shockingly holds up.
What about that Canadian one?
Oh, Kids in the Hall.
So here's the thing about Mad TV. Mad TV. 25% of Mad TV is good. It was mostly at the point where Key and Peele were on it, and like, I don't know. All I know is that it feels like Mad TV feels like to me. It feels like SNL for people who want to say slurs.
That tracks. I mean, to me, Mad TV was very much so like Mad TV was like SNL for like your rude brother.
Yeah, right. Your brother who still said like "artard,"
yeah,
and shit like that. That's what Mad TV was. But then they would have skits like Glam. They would have like "Son of Dolomite," which still holds up really fucking well. It's basically it feels like a fucking Black Dynamite skit. And
I mean,
the ones where like.
I was gonna say, I mean, that was the thing, is like I feel like Mad TV had more black writers on it than SNL did, especially at that time.
The best thing that Ari Spears ever did was get made fun of by Zach Fox.
Yeah, that was really funny, huh?
Because Ari Spears kind of.
I mean, they did also have like that was also like where Jordan Peele kind of got his start. Although they did also trap him into the show.
That Jordan Peele became who he is out of spite for Mad TV, preventing him from moving on to SNL.
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of like,
also, honestly, he probably was better off being on Mad TV and not SNL.
Yeah, I can't imagine a world without Jordan Peele like doing horror shit, he would try to do horror shit on SNL and it'll get watered down so bad.
Speaking of, I didn't know that actually. Really?
What's up?
I didn't know that he tried to do horror shit on Mad TV.
No, he would.
He would try to. Okay, yeah.
He would definitely try to do some shit on SNL that would just like get watered down super bad. So basically, Mad TV might have been one of those accidental blessed bad things, because that he was able to just be who he is now and just fuck shit up.
You know what? Actually, kind of gets close to the kind of thing we're talking about.
What's up?
The infomercials stuff.
Oh, like Spishak?
No, the infomercial, the infomercials thing that Adult Swim is doing, because they basically were just letting creators make their own whatever weird skits they want.
Really? I haven't seen.
That's that unedited footage of a bear.
Have not seen that. I've been out of touch of whatever's on TV. So.
I'm very disappointed by that video.
Yeah, you felt misled.
Tony, I'm so sorry.
No, the Alan Resnick ones. There are people in this house. They're kind of weird horror. They're basically horror, comedy. But they also would do all kinds of things, because the infomercial block would just be It was a block on Adult Swim that said infomercials when you checked the cable listings, because usually it would be around when infomercials were aired, but it wasn't infomercials. It was like some weird sketches and stuff that they would just like let people make whatever they wanted.
God, fuck yeah.
So like it would sometimes be like it would start out and you think it's just a commercial for like like kind of like Surtech kind of thing, and then it turns into like a weird horror skit that Alan Resnick is directing.
God, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Yeah, like, yeah, I feel like I would love like, yeah, like Bill Hader and like fucking Key and Peele. Like, yeah, I would love like more of them like just doing shit.
I mean, even just like the reason I like that was because it was just they just brought in a pretty wide range of people, so like it wouldn't just
Also,
and like I feel like that would be a good approach for a sketch comedy show. It's just like, oh, every episode we bring in, you know, like sometimes obviously there's not like non-recurring people, but we just like have kind of a rotating staff of people who work on this show. So like maybe 3 episodes of the season are written by like one writing crew and the others are that. So that you just have like a wide spread of like styles of comedy.
can I confess something? I don't understand the appeal of Pete Davidson.
Who's Pete Davidson?
He's like the dude on SNL who just looks like a guy who walked on.
Oh, okay.
He just looks like a guy from Staten Island. Cause like he just like he like fucks up all his lines all the time. He just sounds like a guy. I don't know. I don't enjoy Pete Davidson, but I feel like I'm crazy.
No, everyone has their limits.
He feels sort of like, you know, when Jimmy Fallon was. I mean, he seems like a decent dude. He'd probably be good in like movies, but like he seems like he just sucks on SNL. Like I don't know. God. Okay, thank you, Sister Slug. Because I was just like, I feel like there's something I'm missing. I don't know. He annoys me.
I mean, that's how I feel when most people talk about most actors. I just don't understand the appeal.
Like, why are they on? Why are they still on this show?
Why am I? Why, not even SNL, just anything. I see people talk about any actor anywhere, and I'm like, who is that? I don't care. Why are people talking about him? Why aren't they talking about me?
They should be talking about Jay Bear Hat. Is the thing. Why are they not?
Why is nobody talking about this? And it's my post.
Spread this like wildfire.
Let's make this go viral, and it's my posts again.
As coronavirus.
And that's.
Let's make this go viral. Gives you a disease.
Coronavirus too. Come on, let's make this go viral.
Come on, let's go.
Coronavirus, but it gets you high.
I fucking love that fucking video. Kids are smoking the coronavirus. Also, calling the tweet a typo is really funny.
That joke made me that because of a typo on like the official CDC Twitter, that joke made me laugh so hard when I read it, and I was trying to figure out what the typo was, and then I realized that it's just like, oh, the joke is that there's no typo. The joke is just that I've legit been perma-tripping on COVID-19.
It's a response facts. Also, the part where they're just doing parkour is so fucking funny.
Yeah. That guy, like, that cabal of internet comedians is incredible. Because, like, Connor O'Malley's also part of it.
Corb fucker.
Yeah, all the corb fucker skits.
So the Oreo O's, the expired Oreo O's one.
Or the Oreos put out this statement: "We're gonna do a Jonestown on y'all, motherfuckers."
Just like making fun of the now this shit is so fucking funny.
Oh, I think You Should Leave is also really good.
It's good. It's so like fucking like my roomies got me into like I Think You Should Leave. And I still need to watch more of it, but it's extremely fucking funny. The part where it's just, I'm glad that everyone like adopted the hot dog who like crashes the hot dog car. It's like, okay, we didn't see who did this. We're all trying to figure out the guy who did this.
Wait, hold on. I need to see. They got Jay Mascis for an SNL skit.
Did you know they got Charles Barkley on an episode of like Saturday Night Live, and he was actually really good.
Nothing, however, will ever be as fun. You know what? I'm gonna toggle over to the chaos mode real quick because I want to show off Firefox. Let me unmute Firefox. Nothing will ever be as good though as my favorite skit of all time. I feel like I've talked about this literally multiple times on stream, probably even specifically on this stream.
Oh God. Oh God.
So many problems, tariffs. I need a distraction.
So many problems,
Shouldn't be
terrorists.
in America. No one but me in America.
It's like the caricatures here are terrible. All right, these parts.
She's not a big presence in my life.
This joke.
Life makes us heave.
Not this
Never
joke.
see
Sorry.
Tel Aviv.
This one.
It's okay with God, says Mike Pence.
What? I don't know what that line is still. Like, it's okay if God says Mike Pence, and then he pulls out Mike Pence, and he's tiny, and he dances in his hand. I don't understand this joke.
This is for like people who just like want a screen grab on fucking.
It's okay
like,
with God,
liberals who
says
just want
Mike
to dunk on
Pence.
right way. They just want to screen grab and like not watch it, so they'll just like say, "Ha! This is so true."
It's okay with.
Potter.
I think he fucked the lineup. Like, it's okay with Mike Pence. Doesn't make any. What does that mean? Also, this is a great line.
Candidates.
Uh,
Oh no, it's the Democratic candidates.
Six. There they are. Oh no, it's the Democratic candidates.
I like how badly that was animated too.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
They were just like being all dragons to say in unison, so it just looked super unnatural and weird.
This is so.
Who's an old man now?
What is this? I hate this.
This is like I hope.
Look at their dancing here.
I like the Simpsons becoming like such a solid proof that like money just makes you evil. I mean, it's the same as like I don't know everything.
Like reading Life in Hell is weird because it's like, wow, my granny, you dead ass.
Dead ass been perma-shipping since they smoked COVID-19.
My granny has been smoking COVID-19 since.
Oh, okay. Addie finally translated it. It's okay with God, comma, says Mike Pence. Thank you. Okay, I'd always heard it as it's okay when God says Mike Pence, and that's why I was like, what the fuck does that mean? They got Amy Mann. Jesus. Wait. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this game, but remind me if we need to inflict more psychic damage on our audience to bring up the Simpsons live episode.
It's so fucking weird that to think about how like the Simpsons used to be like the most clever shit on the planet, or at least like decently clever, and then it's just now what it is. It's so fucking. It's weird to like process that whole like generation of. I mean, I guess not because like SNL's the cross generational thing.
But no, it is weird to be in a position where it's just like, oh hey, all of these shows that used to be like great, just aren't now. Or if not great, like even when you go back to them, you're like, this is like what was the funniest thing on television when like we were however old.
Watching 80s
Oh,
SNL
thank you,
is super
Puppeteer.
jarring.
Feeling psychic damage by looking
80s
at him.
SNL is so weird, and then like it kind of like has like bright points, and then it's like now it's like hit or miss. SNL can be good, but it really just depends on if they got the good writers.
I feel like 80s SNL was like charming in that they were trying to do something different with it, like as far as like making it.
They're like, thank God we have Eddie Murphy.
Like they were just like doing more like random weird stuff. You know what I mean? And I
Also,
feel
seemed
like
like
that was
yeah.
interesting, even if it was just an attempt.
Yeah.
Wait,
Whereas like they would never do anything interesting now.
did they make Lenny and Carl gay in Simpsons?
I hope so.
I hope
I
so
hope
too.
not.
Yeah, no, I don't. Listen, I'm not it's not like I'm against that, but I feel like that's Fujoshi appropriation.
No, they J.K. Rowling did. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I feel like if they're gonna do that, it should then be like, yeah, we're gay, and then it just leads into like just like the rest of the episode, which is every episode I'm pretty sure now is 12 minutes long because of commercials.
They should have said, they should have been like, oh yeah, we're gay, and then they get run over by a truck immediately.
Oh, I was gonna say they just start fucking. Just rawest. Just get the POW Comics guys to animate it. Just the foulest, like, no, not POW Comics. Get the drawn sex guys to draw it.
And also the theme song to The Simpsons is playing the whole time.
Yeah, da, 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 da. But it gets louder every time it finishes.
Good God. Aren't they doing another episode of like of looking the Homer's past and it's the 90s? And it's
Yeah.
Like,
Where people
like, look, we know it's fucking weird. The timeline is fluid. I don't know what to tell you. Like there's like one of the writers or creators or whatever like responded like, we look like basically was like, we treat it like a fluid thing with the history. Nothing's not canon, but we're just running with this shit. And it's like
the thing about that is doing shit like that would be cool. I wish what they need to do is just make Kate Wirtz. I keep saying it. Make Kate Wirtz in charge of it. Let Kate just decide how to handle the canon of it, and the show will immediately become more interesting.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see a revival of The Simpsons.
Redeemed, you must sip Matt Grading specifically for that video in particular. Matt Grading has nothing to do with The Simpsons anymore, so I can simp him for that because he has not involved himself in it, which is the smartest possible move to get involved. Also, he probably didn't know that Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile, so it's fine that he took the plane that one time. Thought I wasn't gonna bring that up, was you? Bet y'all think I wasn't gonna bring that up.
I didn't see Disenchanted. I forget if was that any good?
It was, the first season was like okay.
Okay.
And I felt like plot. Okay, people are gonna get mad at me for these takes, but just you know what? If you get mad, it's just because I'm wrong. I don't care. This is the internet. I could not.
Hey, honestly, I wish more people would take that approach where they're just like, listen, if you get mad at me, it's only because I'm incorrect.
Yeah, I do not care.
More arguments get done quicker on Twitter than it said that.
I will never be even in the like first percentile of wrong people on the internet. Like people are so wrong at the internet.
Here's my thing: admitting you're wrong is like the quickest way to have an argument not spiral out of it. Like I have like been super wrong before, and I've just like been like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm dumb. And
my favorite thing to do in internet arguments is that even if I'm right, is to tell the other person, oh, okay, you're right. Because if they know that they're wrong, they get really mad.
Yeah.
Because they know that they didn't win the argument.
That's how I talk, because I mean, just because I'm someone who tends to lean on other people's experiences and knowledge for my own like understanding of the world very heavily. So whenever people argue at me, I'm always like, oh, you're probably right. Like, and then I think a lot of people, especially who use the internet, get really mad because they're like, no, this is a debate, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Why is it a debate?
What did YouTube do to your brain? What's wrong with you?
Why are you trying to win this argument? Or why are you trying to win like a game? Or I don't know.
Bro, why are you treating this argument like it's like a contest where you have to win? We're not married. We don't have to do.
My hot takes about Disenchanted.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, it's like I felt like the show was really confused about whether it was trying to be funny or if it was trying to have a plot. And I think that it wasn't funny enough because they couldn't figure out how to do both of those things at the same time. And so the first season wound up doing something kind of interesting plot-wise at the end of the first season. And then the second season immediately undoes it. And nothing and you get that effect where like literally nothing matters. So the plot just doesn't matter anymore. Like it just like
I had my time wasted.
Any consequences whatsoever. So then the plot doesn't matter. So then they're spending a bunch of time on plot stuff, and it's not that funny. And
like,
the
what's the
plot
point?
doesn't matter. So now you're just like, well, I'm watching a show that's just not very funny.
Oh, that sucks. I should check it out sometime, but it does like sound. That sounds. Sorry,
complete sidebar. How do I sound now, chat? I just adjusted my mic settings a little bit. Oh, people were just saying that I was a lot louder compared to you two.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. Silence me.
That's
Okay, yeah, no, it looks like I fixed it.
The only thing I liked was really the voice work by Eric Andre.
Oh yeah, he plays like little imp. Yeah.
Yeah. I like his voice work. It's really charming.
It's a good role for Eric Andre.
It's not very well written, maybe, but he's cute in it. Like he's adorable.
Right.
It's also kind of cute seeing Eric Andre being like really adorable.
I was gonna say it's really cool that he's starting to do like voice work lines like every now and then,
He's good with it,
and I would like to see him do more because he actually has a great voice and him not just doing the Eric Andre character. Yeah.
I saw the Lion King remake. I didn't like it, but I liked Eric Andre, and like he did good banter with like what's his ass Keegan Michael Key. I forget his name.
Key Peel.
His name is Key Peel.
Key Peel. That's him and Jordan Peele's fusion. Key Peel.
Jordan Peele and Key Peel. But no,
Yeah, Jordan and Key, they're brothers, right?
But no, yeah, Eric Andre had he did really good at studying the hyenas. And it was like one of the hyenas. It was like, damn, he should really do more voice work. He's fucking good at it.
I would say he's definitely one of the better parts of the show. I feel like the main character was kind of fun.
Isn't the character's name Lucy or something like that?
Wait, yeah, his character because it's Lucifer, right? So.
Oh, cute. Okay, yeah.
And then, but like the main character was good. But then there's the like, not the main character, the girl that the show is kind of about. She's kind of okay, but then the like elf that is like kind of like the moral, like protagonist of the show.
The Bart elf? The elf who looks like Bart? Yeah, he's the moral protagonist of the show?
That's weird.
Yeah, something like that. I don't like him. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, if you want to watch it, check it out, sure, but it didn't do it for me. Maybe people like it, but...
It sounds like something that's good to, like, check out, knowing what you're getting into, and I appreciate your, like, read on it, because that sounds like something I'll check out if I'm super bored.
There are things about it that are... You know what actually would have been maybe good? If they had structured it like The Simpsons, where it just took place in that castle, and they weren't trying to push, like, an overarching plot narrative. They could have made a funny show in that setting. And I feel like, honestly, the first season, you could make, like, a supercut and, you know, bring it down to, like, 30 or 45 minutes, where there's just, like, a lot of really, really good, like, fantasy-style Simpson jokes. Like, but in, like, you know, it's in a fantasy setting, so it's different, right? And that, like, hit really well and are really funny. But unfortunately, when you watch the actual show, they kind of take a backseat to the plot stuff, which ultimately isn't super great. And again, like, I do think that the first season, if you were just to watch that, you'd be like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of intrigued by what they did. But the second season, first episode, did undo it. So, whatever. Nothing matters.
I was quietly also listening to that cutscene because that's one of my favorite dialogue exchanges in the game. It was really interesting to hear Kaine's new line delivery on the line, Emil, that's enough. I have a fucking image to maintain. But they had a cute little thing. Where am I going?
With husky Kaine.
Yeah, with the kind of more quieter like delivery of it. But yeah, it sounded like they changed up some of the dialogue. It's one of my favorite things because it's NieR being like, I'm gonna sleep outside of you guys now, and then being like, you don't have to do that, and also that's dumb. Don't do that. And then there's like the cute line where Emil's like, I like sleeping outside of Kaine. It's like camping. We tell ghost stories and like roast marshmallows, and he's just like going on, and then Kaine's just like, Emil, fucking enough. I got an image to maintain.
I love that.
When it was Dad Neil and not Femboy Neil, I always read that like, oh, you guys don't have to sleep outside, or I'll sleep outside with you. And then I just imagine them being like, oh, straight people don't have to do that.
Yeah. Femboy NieR is, I don't know, ace.
Wait, what if Femboy NieR is straight also? Like one of the straight.
Those straight femboys? That would be very funny. Bro, Femboy NieR is GNC as fuck though.
Wait, are straight femboys racist?
I think those are usually the ones that are the most racist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but
no.
I could be wrong.
It's trash for me.
Yeah. Someone got data on this? I don't want to if you do.
I need some numbers.
I gotta
Yeah.
crunch the facts on what the femboy numbers are.
Yeah, what's the Snopes on the
The
on
racism to straightness ratio to femboys.
Yeah, if you've got data on femboys, don't show it to me. Sorry, I'm saying a lot of slurs in your.
What, straight? It's not a slur.
Hey,
It is now.
I just imagine Jay turns down my volume a little bit.
Yeah. every time you say the word straight, I turn your volume down a little.
You know what? That's fine. Love can win. Whatever.
Oh my god, love wins.
Like you're not invited to my wedding, but still.
Hey, love may win the battle, but lust wins the war. That's my fucking opinion. That's my
What does that
take.
mean? I feel like I see that in like a horny pottery barn.
It's a Jossman Comics quote.
Oh, I was thinking, what's a horny pottery barn? Then I realized it's a Spencer's gift.
God, remember when the first time I ever went to a Spencer's Gifts as a kid, and I was like, oh, and then you go to the back area where you're just kind of making out pog face, and you're like 9 years old.
Bro, they got
You
boob
can
cakes
sell
here.
this?
Bro, they got boob cakes.
Oh my god, look at this, they got edible underwear? Yeah, you can't get away with, what?
You can't sell that in a
And,
store.
like, you got whoopee cushions, and you got, is that a dildo cake tin? Oh my god, can you do that? Spencer's Gifts was like, what a weird fucking store.
Spencer's Gifts is where when they put, you know, at the beginning of the DK rap when they say damn.
That's where that line takes place in.
Yeah, they use that to test to decide whether or not you're gonna work at a Spencer's Gifts when you're in high school or not.
You know, I realized that Spencer's Gifts, if you're an adult, like an actual grown-up adult,
Yeah.
Spencer's Gifts feels like a liminal space.
It does feel like a junction point to like somewhere more sinister.
You have to be in a very specific state to like parse.
It feels like you enter a Spencer's Gifts and you have to like know a password to access the actual rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just confused, milling around.
It's
what?
really bigger than it really is, but you just don't have like the. It exists in like the fourth dimension, like in fucking Arizona or whatever.
Your mind's eye, your teenage mind's eye.
Also, NVIDIA has racism sliders for GameSpeak.
What's going on?
What
There's dozens of them.
the fuck?
I mean, there was that weird thing that came out where it was like for streams where you could have like an auto like filter or something for your stuff, but there was like sliders for like how much misogyny you wanted or like how much like sexism and racism. But then there was also just a toggle that was just for the N-word.
Oh no.
Where you could like that was just an either you could either on off for saying it for whether or not it would be censored.
I always have this thing in my mind where I like my brain. I don't know why I can't like parse this concept well.
Yeah.
But my brain is always like, do people just not know black people? And then I'm like, there are definitely a lot of people who don't, and I have to like remind myself that because sometimes things like that don't make any sense to me until I re-grasp that concept.
The one of the things that is like most wild to me is seeing people who are very I'll give them the benefit here and say good intentioned but maybe a little over eager to demonstrate their anti-racist credentials as white people.
Oh boy.
But who just like from just talking to them very clearly just don't know like enough black people, if any.
I remember when like the peak of like the George Floyd shit happened. I had like this weird like white people DM me saying that. Well, it's coming to my defense, where it was just like, you want attention, but this is not the move to like try to be Superman for me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, like I get. Thank you for being like probably not racist, but like
I feel like it's the thing where it's like there's a certain type of anti-racist white person who has not learned the first rule of not being racist, which is that black people are also just people.
Okay. If you complain, like it'd be like if a white person complained, I don't know, they ran out of white bread, and like I went to them saying like, I will send an email for you.
Yeah.
Fear my lily white friend, I will save you. And it's like, do you know how weird that would like? That's what this sounds like to me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally like white liberals. It's like white liberals who are just like
literally all. I mean,
it's like I don't need like
white leftists on Twitter. Also,
God,
to be
like,
fair. Like,
I think there's like this meme of there's like one of those like deep fried meme that's like, I don't give a shit if you're communist, stay out of black people's business.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite fucking images ever.
Yeah. So like when Jay was like talking about the N-word filter thing, I was like, part of my brain was like, what about your black friends that say that word? And then part of my brain just came down and was like, there are people who don't have those. And
Yep.
Well, that's why it's a toggle. That's why it's a toggle. You turn it on for them.
I mean, yeah, you turn.
You activate the N-word pass.
Which is
Incredible. And that's why, like, and the thing is that, like, it is also like.
Rip Kaine, F to Kaine again.
Let me get an F in there.
Kaine has once again been fucked up in a battle.
Get your F's in, everybody. Get your F's in.
Oof.
Gotta get the daily login N-word pass. Fuck! My Duolingo N-word pass.
It's yeah. You need two-factor authentication on it.
Don't. Ursus Untitled, do not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, but alternatively, can somebody just make the figures in NieR Replicants? Can you just draw them as South Park characters, but kind of a sphere in it, and Emil is going, "Oh my God, they killed Kaine."
Why would you do this to us? That is such a.
Listen. We gotta break. Listen, if we want to bring back Scene MySpace, we gotta start making season 1 South Park avatars.
Hey, what if I go Scene? I'm gonna get a hair straightener.
You should
right
go
now.
Scene.
I'm gonna order one.
Yo, get the checkered belt and everything.
Hey,
I'm gonna get,
hey, Tony, Tony.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
seen, and you were valid.
Shut up!
Whoa! Don't use the V slur on me.
Valid is a V slur.
That's the only transphobic slur.
You are.
Whoops.
Nope. No.
Every time it just like sounds like bleeps.
Yeah. No. We don't use that. We don't use that word.
I like whenever someone says like I am looking respectfully, I'm like fuck off. You need to look at me like a piece of shit.
I'm looking disrespectfully.
I literally, if you're not looking at me like I'm a piece of meat, fuck you. I am a hamburger helper. You assholes. Don't look at me respectfully. Fuck you.
I'd like to help that hamburger.
Whoa, wait! I just noticed they gave Kaine a new leg wrap that I didn't notice
Cool.
before. I like it.
Cool.
Wait, what? Oh, she has programmer socks now?
Fuck!
She has one program. It is one programmer sock, and it's not even a sock. It's just a thigh high. Anyway.
Damn it! You had to pause for that. Listen here.
Fresh tendrils. So basically, there's just I just fucked up and like didn't get the stuff set up in time for Chaos Monday today. So I was like, well, I really just want to play more NieR. I don't really want to like spend today setting that up because there's some other stuff I had to work on. Some stuff that I can't talk about, but it's a secret project.
Kaine's gonna get a mechanical keyboard.
So I was like, I'm just gonna I'll just do it, and then I'll set it up for next Monday. So next Monday we'll be doing Chaos Monday, Hitman again. Hi, Flowers.
Why don't you put
Flowers?
Flowers in the chat? Flowers in the chat. Hi, Flowers. When was the last time we talked, Flowers? Like 20 minutes ago? Jay.
Yeah.
You should just put that in your stream description so that people stop asking.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, wait,
I
didn't
thought
I put Chill Stream Monday?
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Battle Lingerie.
Chill Stream Monday. There we go. Update.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I know that's fair. I toggled to it every now and then to show off specific things. But it's just the chaos stuff that was left over from last week.
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
Wait, what's Chikorita truly doesn't give a fuck text? What is that?
Chikorita, these nuts.
Should I find out? Should I know this? Should I not know this?
So it's a drawings. It's based on like a screenshot of Chikorita with like her feet up, so it looks like her feet are tits, and it's a caption on it that's like titties out with the designer choker on. And that smile. She truly do not dgaf. Don't give a fuck.
Truly do not give a fuck. I love that. I love that shit. Ah, God.
I'm looking for it. I want to see it.
Look, if you look up Chikorita dgaf, it'll probably come up.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen. Someone find a meme for me and drop it in the chat. I would appreciate it. Please teach this trad wife about memes. That's my life. Just,
20 sounds
there we go.
cool. There we
Thank
go.
you. Oh, I've seen this one before. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaine,
Chikorita. God.
Figurita, that's the line I forgot. Figurita.
I couldn't hold it back.
Hey, Kaine, how you doing?
Can't be with
Programming?
See, she's got like a thing on her bracelets. God, I can't zoom in from this angle. All right, that's
We're
fine.
always going to be together, Kaine. If you
So wait,
transform
does
again,
Emil
we'll
start
just
as a little
stop
boy
it again.
first and then becomes
As
this
many
nasty
times as
thing?
it takes.
Yes.
I don't care how many
That's
times it
because
takes.
he merges
We're
with
gonna
his
get you
sister,
back.
who's the
I
ultimate
love
weapon.
sleeping outside because
Oh.
I'm with you, Kaine.
Okay.
I'm not trying to obscure Kaine. I'm trying to see her new bracelet on her leg.
It's funny because I caught the beginning of your original stream and then I caught like this point and now I've done that again.
Yeah.
I've somehow missed everything between the beginning and this point yet again.
Yeah. When we meet Emil, he's a strange. Was Emil's the Shadow the Hedgehog was Emil's sister? Yeah, no, the weird fucked up thing that was underneath Emil's house was his sister. Who was turned into the ultimate weapon, and then he was given the thing where he could paralyze people with his eyes as like a way to kind of combat that. And so they merged together, which is why Emil is a little skeleton man now.
And thanks.
Also, his little speech there is really cute. Always makes me tear up a little bit.
Oh.
Why is that a collectible?
The collectible.
I wonder what's beyond that room. Oh well, I guess we'll find out some other time.
I set up a shit ton of days off for myself. Not shit ton, but like a 4-day weekend, like in the next couple of weeks, and I'm glad I did it. Because I need to do that more.
It's me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but
That was the most boring fucking thing I could have said ever.
Yeah, that's so
was
cool.
So, like... Shut up.
Aw, Cryptic Critter, that's cute. Yeah, no, this game's very sweet. Emil's a very sweet character.
Aww.
And I'm gonna shrink this a little bit because I just noticed some of the bottom captions are getting cut off.
Mm.
Emil's is one of the best written characters, IMO. Kaine too, though.
It's a cipher of some kind.
That's so cool.
can you determine its
Kinda you go to the polls and vote for Hillary Clinton for president?
It's time to take a knee. Kaine.
What?
Kaine, go to the polls.
Hey, sexy. Excuse me. Excuse it. You know what? I'm just gonna abort that. I drank some Perrier carbonated water, and I tried to say, "Hey, sexy lady." Instead, I burped, and
there we go. We Kaine do it. Wait,
yes, there it is.
Wasn't the name of the guy who was running with Hillary Kaine, like Tim Kaine?
Tim Kaine, yeah.
This fragment is called the Stone Guardian.
So now we gotta get all
I
this shit.
genuinely do not remember what Tim Kaine looks like. The dude is like
The
this.
words must mean
She literally invented it in person.
And got mad at him.
Got mad at him. Yeah. She invented a person for us to get mad at.
Try to drag. It was an attempt to soak up aggro. He was his tank.
God.
sacrifice, the law of robotics, the memory tree,
Memory tree.
loyal Cerberus. The law of robotics probably refers to the junk heap.
Okay.
And the memory tree might be the forest of myth. But as for sacrifice and loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Not a problem.
Hmm?
If we want to fill in the words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right?
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
Oh, this can't backfire, possibly. This could not possibly
They're just
backfire.
Shades. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord.
It's a dangerous task.
Yeah, well, Yona's in even more danger.
What? Yeah, well, Yona's an even more dangerous task. Wait.
But how can you even be sure that she's...
Because she is, right?
Fair enough.
The junk heap in the forest of myth, yeah? I'm on my way.
I keep forgetting whenever I click my like
Please be
avatar,
careful.
like sparks up.
Yeah, because really loud. You're just going clock, clock.
And listen,
I'm clocking in. Gotta get my hours in for Chaos Monday.
So where should we go
villagers
first?
know how much they've
Robot
sacrificed,
Town or
and they're
Text
thankful.
Adventure?
It's just
Robot Town.
Okay.
I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a little more time?
I'll try.
Robot.
Show us you're a possum. Oh. Oh, it's not a Texas Adventure. It's more Text Adventures.
Texas Adventure. Sorry, that's really...
Oh, I didn't know that they also that they did clicking as a mating sound. I knew that they did. I knew that they did that, like the weird like, psst, and when they're trying to find their mom. All right, so where we go? Robot.
Oh,
Hi,
no.
Neptunian. Robot or Forest? Forest is the Text Adventure. Robots is grinding through a bunch of robots. Greg, pay attention.
I said robots already.
Oh yeah, that's fair. All right, we'll go to the robots.
Hopefully
I thought you were asking the chat. Because oh
Perhaps
yeah,
I can
me.
find a clue and
Well, then we can also start upgrading our weapons some more. So we'll do that.
Can't believe Jay Bear yelled at me so rudely.
I can.
I missed it. I missed it. Did you hate crime, Greg?
No.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
Wow. Wow. Damn, Jay.
okay, Greg. I think I was thinking about this a while back. I think the thing that's like most telling of the kind of like the stuff that you're talking about, like the anti-racist like friends like who
The
do
years
it or
of
not.
brave types.
Yeah, is whether or not somebody jokingly calling them racist makes them freak out or not.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Because like Greg will call me racist as a joke all the time, and I'm like, well, I know, I actually like, I'm like, well, I actually know Greg, so I don't mind. But I've seen people like jokingly get called racist on Twitter, and they freak the fuck out. They're like, I'm not racist. How dare you say I'm racist? I'm not racist at all. And it's like, okay, you like.
I have BLM in my day. I have BLM in my banner. You can't call me racist. It doesn't work like that.
There's this
It's
huge
like-
shade near the bridge.
Like
I
if-
said before that one of the best things to define, like one of the best ways to describe America is that it's a million times more offensive to call someone racist than to be
It
racist
appears
Yeah.
in America. Like,
Yeah.
that's like how people think. Which is like, whew.
It really is baffling, like how much it is where it's like
You
the
can call. Sorry, go ahead.
the falsely air quotes falsely accusing someone of racist is like a bigger deal than someone just being
Oh,
actually
absolutely.
racist.
I mean, I will definitely say like when I was around like a lot of like people trying to do politics over the internet and failing.
Oh,
I was
Kadokin, thank you for the raid.
I was definitely like I would constantly run into white people who were like, you know, I'd be like, oh, you know, it could be a little racist to do this or whatever, right? And they would just like flip the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what, like racism is a thing, yeah, but like, but people, you know, like the word can't even exist around people like that. I feel like I don't know. It's
no, that's definitely like the other complement of it is people for whom it is like accusing them of racismo is like a kiss of death.
Yes, absolutely.
I apply logic to mess with friends on trans stuff. Said I gave my friends a TESOL pass if they say it to me and it's funny. And the first reply was, "That's bait."
Sense another inane and time-consuming request coming on. Best to just walk away while you still can. lad.
Easy, Vice.
No, I will do the quest.
What's going on?
I don't. Yeah, I don't give away TESOL passes because I don't want anyone to call me valid.
My honey bun's wedding anniversary, right?
I need to say more slurs to become invalid so no one tries to like tell me that I'm valid. I don't want anyone to validate me or see me.
Greg, top 5 slurs. List them off. Kadokin, thank you for the raid. Top 5 slurs anyway, Greg. List them off.
Valid, wholesome, small bean,
Femboy,
femboy, and doggo.
Fuck, those are good. Those are good ones.
I'm very smart.
To make up for a missed wedding anniversary.
I thought the same thing, so I asked my sweet dumpling if there's any.
Hi, welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're gonna list our top 5 slurs.
And it's saying that, but it's like panning over like anime girls on the beach.
Number 1, femboys on Twitch.
That's my
Number 2, Italian.
Well, see, that's like a half slur because even all of my Italian friends are the ones they will be the first person to make fun of Italians, and it's so fucking funny. Like every single one of my Italian friends is like, oh yeah, we suck. It's
Pup is here. What if it was cishet, but it was pronounced like you're French, so it's like Sige.
Hey, I'm cishet. Don't hate on me.
Sishay! That's a perfume!
Yeah, I'm
Sishay. Tony, you're not you're cishet, but you're like if you found the cheat code that
I'm waiting for you to say something that'll actually make me mad.
I was gonna say you found the cheat code that fag hags want.
Dude, oh my god, I want nothing more than to take up space in a gay bar.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. You found like the cheat code that they've been looking for.
Take up space. Tony, I miss you. Yep.
Tony, you were like the first. You were like the first cishet person I've met. Where like every boy you've introduced me to, I'm like.
Oh no, I'm aware I'm right.
Yeah.
It's like to be a genius.
Listen. I don't know a lot. I don't even know things, right? But boys.
You know boys.
I know boys.
I know boys.
All right, chat.
Well,
Hey, that's
I don't know about that.
pretty
I don't know
funny.
about that, Patty. I don't know.
Well,
Oh my god.
Bags, right?
Doink. I like Doink. I unironically use Doink.
Doink is great because Doink is like recipes Young King Day, but smoking doinks in Amish.
I will use Doink in bed. Like TMI, but that is just the word. That is just what that's called.
I think heck needs to be a slur for the fact that it's fucking annoying.
Ooh, heck is absolutely a slur. 100%.
Heckin' or hecked. Like if you say get hecked, I want to slap you to an internationality.
Tony, what comes to mind when imagining what a woman would want? Something sweet, expensive jewels, or pretty flowers. Also, this side quest wasn't in the original game, so I have no idea what to do here.
Ooh, I would say. So like, I feel like it's a Japanese game, so it could be something sweet. But I mean, personally, I want expensive jewels. But pretty flowers is probably the right answer.
Well, I clicked fancy jewels already.
But what were you gonna say, Tony?
Okay. Okay. What's the finger on the pulse of whether this is a slur or not? In this moment, we're talking about May 3rd, 2021.
Oh, Lightswing, thank you for following.
The word is cuties.
Oh,
Is it
fuck.
a slur today?
Cuties.
I'm sorry. Is this too heavy, Discord?
This is like.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like bring up academic theory.
No. If my friends are calling me a cutie, then it's like. But if we're meeting it in like the general, like the way I think we're talking about it. Let me. You know what? No. Let me pass it on to Jay. Jay, you.
Remember how mad people would get when you would say it's creepy to keep referring to groups of grown adults as cuties?
Yeah.
Like strangers? Like just
Yeah.
like when people are like, hey, trans cuties kind of makes people sound like a little chastery when they say it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or dedicate, say, a whole Saturday to getting photos of cuties sent to them by their
no,
fans, and that they primarily have a teen fan. Anyway.
Is it still a slur today?
What, like apples?
Hey, squishy cuties, time to post your W's, get some photos, and it's Sock Sunday.
It was, okay, Crime Photos. The context we were talking about was an era where you would see posts where it was like, oh, I just love seeing all the trans cuties on my timeline.
Yeah.
Like that, like flavor of like, you want something that you're not.
Where
saying.
it's like, you are talking about adults. Like, you are talking about, like a timeline of, like, adult men and adult women and adult non-binary people. And you are being like, look at all these trans cuties. All of their bodies are incorrect, and that's attractive to me.
And yeah, it's like, I hate infantilizing shit. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking.
Well, the thing is that, so it's contextual too, though, because for example, my relationship to the word is that like I'm a person with like real life, hobbies and things that I do that aren't on the internet, and so like I didn't experience a ton of that, right? And my experience with the word was like my boyfriend calling me a cutie, but in like a completely non-creepy way. Right?
Yeah, that's like intimate, like within like a relationship that you've built like with somebody,
like talking. That's
it's like if a friend of mine that I know called me a cutie, like it's fine. It's contextual to like.
Right. That's why. That's like, I don't know. It's really funny because I just wasn't in the spaces where people said that.
Right. Yeah, you're getting it off where it's like fine.
And be like, oh, what is all this?
Once you found it, just
it's just
good point. But anything that could potentially be out of a chaser's mouth is a slur. Yeah.
I guess I'm going to Facade then. This guy wants me to get him a ritual for his marriage that he's ruining again. So yeah, that's like
the right answer.
Yes. No.
Oh, good.
No, he ended up deciding he wanted all of like all things. It was very weird. It was a very weird quiz. Anyway, Tess, it's like that thing where it was like calling people cuties that like you're actually directly know and are flirting with is obvious, or just like are friends with is obvious, is like fine. It was the way in which like people would use it in this totalizing like, imagine all girls are beautiful, but also they had to like they couldn't call you beautiful. And also is the fact that it was always directed at like trans people was what made it weird.
Right, so it's like a minority. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's, well, so I think there's also an issue of context too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that if you were talking about like here's like here's the thing, like a like Twitter, like a Tumblr group or something like that, where like a Facebook group where it was like a bunch of trans people showing like really cutesy selfies of themselves, like for that reason, right? Like to appear cute, right? Like cute bubbly selfies, smiling or whatever, right? Like if that was the nature of it, and you were to say that they were cuties, it would make some sense, right? But trans cuties was being used on like this.
Literally just like there are photos of trans people on my timeline.
Yeah, like, giving a TEDx talk or something. Like, look at that little cutie. Look at that little academic.
Just like you're watching like a ContraPoints video essay, and they're like, "Oh, look at this cute little trans cutie. She thinks she's people." Like fucking like just like insulting, just like completely disregarding Just like an open call of like any trans people on the timeline, I'm available to have sex with you. Is like what it was.
I don't know. I mean, there's like all that nuance is like completely impossible to explain.
Especially
I feel
on
like on the
places like
internet-
Twitter. And like that was I think that was why people would get like so mad about it, is because they would assume that it would like people on Twitter always want like heuristic one size fit all rules, and also they want every post to be rules. So when you make a joke that's like when I would make jokes where it's like I have located trans cuties in the area and I'm deploying the drone, people are like, this must be a rule of some kind, and not just me being like, oh, this is a joke for people who know what I'm talking about when I talk about people who are really weird about saying trans cuties.
Right, exactly.
Sure, I guess. Why?
Spins aren't the worst. They're just confused. I can fix him. Me about.
I can fix it.
Anyway, to all chasers out there, chase your dream. No, you should be chasing that paper. All right.
You should be chasing that ballot and go vote.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what, chasers? Yeah, do chase that paper, because like if you got money, you know, rules are different. What was that? I'm trying to remember the
Tony!
time of what.
Hey, Tony, why'd you say that so Italian?
What? What do you want? You gotta pay me money? No, I'm just remembering the time I called out. I called out one of my boyfriends on private. I won't say which one. One of my boyfriends on private so bad that I had to ask him before I did it because I felt like it was too mean.
That's always great.
He posted a Dr. Girlfriend picture and he was like, she was so hot, and
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I posted sometimes chasers are good.
I remember that.
But I asked him first because I was like, okay, that would be too mean if I didn't warn him before I said that.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely the thing where it's like that was funny, but absolutely deserved. Also, honestly, if a chaser guy is like thinks that Dr. Girlfriend is hot, just means he's a man of taste. He's a man. He's a.
That's actually not a bad sign at all.
Yeah.
That's just being smart.
Yeah, that's just being right about things.
Like fucking. Congratulations on being like a genius.
Congratulations on getting into Mensa.
Good job, Elon. You know, like that's. No, I made it weird now. Sorry.
You said the E slur.
Yeah, the E slur. Elon is a slur. Yeah, no, Dr. Girlfriend is great. That's just being correct. Woman, suck. God damn it.
Oh, I still sound a little bit louder. Here, let me turn the audio down a little bit. There we go. Vic Mensa, Jesus.
Oh, God damn.
What's going on?
Wait, really?
What's going on?
Obtain. Oh, I just got red jewel? Question mark. Hey, Emil. Oh. I wanted to see if there's any other quests I can do here while I'm here.
Right. Elon derogatory. Yeah, that's the right way to. Yeah. Honestly, Elon sounds like a future slur. Like, hey, get out of here, you fucking Elon. Like.
Oh man, it really should be. Let's make
like
it
a
happen.
slur that they'll use like the Jetsons.
No, I don't. No, I take it back. I don't want to hear his name all the time.
They should call him Elon Sus, because he's the imposter.
Oh, how long until we get in Among Us like skit in SNL?
Yeah. Oh my God, has there not been one already?
Yeah. When do you think? When are we gonna cross the threshold?
It might be if the Elon Musk episode.
I was saying like it's.
And then he turns to the camera and he's like, you know what isn't sus? Dogecoin. And then Azealia Banks gets really hyped about it.
I want to watch Azealia Banks kick his ass.
I think they should just bring Azealia Banks onto the show and let her just fucking brawl it out.
I'm a problematic Azealia Banks liker.
Here's the thing: I can't abide Azealia Banks, but I can appreciate why she is so popular, as it were.
Sorry, what?
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 No, what did you say?
You said popular?
No, what did you say?
Jay!
The thing about Azalea Banks is like she's one of those people where it's like her being extremely problematic is like a thing where it's like it's not like, oh, I could forget. Cool. Oh, I could forgive it because da 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 da. It's a thing where it's like she basically destroyed her own career and is like
Covered in sand.
clearly a little bit insane. So it's like, I don't take it personally.
Try to be more careful.
That said, her beef with Elon Musk, extremely funny.
I just want Elon Musk to just get like slapped as hard as possible, like by just anybody. I just want him to get beat up.
What kind of
I want Elon Musk to get slapped so hard his baby goes back into Grimes.
God.
No, he gets slapped so hard his baby gets a normal name.
Yeah, he gets slapped so hard it solves the equation of his baby's
Slapped
name.
so hard. yeah,
Like,
his
slap!
baby
Oh,
gets
his name's
decoded.
Jeff now. Yeah, we named your kid something normal, like, we named him John. Dick. My favorite thing I ever said was that, like, fuck, your kid's named after an Etsy discount.
Bro, you scan that kid's birth certificate and you get 20% off at your checkout.
I can do that.
God.
Trashpad, what part of the out of the loop thing? So the thing with Azalea Banks is that like she was definitely involved in some weird like bisexual Tinder date three-way thing with Elon Musk and Grimes.
Didn't realize that's what it was.
Yeah. And so like when they kind of had a falling out, she just like blew up their
Imagine-
spot.
Imagine thinking you can handle Azalea Banks being your unicorn.
Yeah.
Imagine the hubris.
Yeah, no.
Honestly. Also, remember when Elon was on? Remember when Elon Musk was like tweeting on acid and was like somehow the only person who got Slamer on acid?
Yeah.
Like, how do you do acid and become even like more boring?
I forgot that she was posting about it while at their house still.
Yeah.
Because she was
she was at their
acid
house.
sitting out because she had to acid sit Elon Musk.
Like,
Oh, great.
God.
You should have let him die.
Yeah.
Just
You know what?
If you leave
Elon
Elon
Musk,
Musk,
like nightmare pictures.
she
You know
she
what?
thi-
Now I think she's problematic because she didn't let him die.
Such method was achieved through
She go back in time and like give it Azalea Banks. Say, hold on. If you need to acid sit somebody, here's a bunch of pictures, and it's just shit from like Rotten.com.
iron crates called trays.
No, I take that back. He's probably already seen that shit and thought it was funny because he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, he loves that shit.
Yeah, he would definitely be the type who's like,
Why not?
just show him the video of the
He would
guy.
literally, like,
Just show him the video of the guy whose Tesla decapitated him because it drove under a truck.
Suppose if you wish to
God.
look at it that way.
Because of the auto fucking pilot couldn't detect the truck in front of
Elon
it.
Musk. Okay,
sorry, you first.
Elon Musk is literally like the Twitter guy whose like Twitter handle is like John and a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Like made a wish to become a billionaire and it worked.
He is literally like he is a stupid person's cosplay of a rich person.
Yeah,
No, literally,
no, that-
like he's just like you reminded me of like Tesla owners, and it's always so fucking jarring to like see people like, yeah, my car exploded, my house is on fire, and I almost died. Still love Tesla. It's like
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's
that's
so
right.
much safer than a regular car.
These people use the same
As a bitch, how? My car is a 2002 Ford Mercury like Sable, and like, and that car sucks, but it's still safer than a fucking Tesla.
Bro, imagine plugging in a Galaxy S7 and a Tesla in the same house. That's daring fate.
That's actually how COVID started.
I plugged in my car and my phone at the same time and got COVID-19.
It's hard to believe there are plants.
They don't tell you that shit.
Yeah, wow. That's a big cover up.
Yeah, I got embarrassed, so I blamed the wet market in Wuhan. Sorry, I was just like really embarrassed. I was buying bat meat or whatever the fucking shit they like happened. I don't know. It was 2020 feels like it was 40 years ago, but also yesterday.
Indeed. Experimentation.
I remember fucking like getting a lift from like a Tesla and like I felt like such a dick getting in and out of that car. You can't not look like the biggest asshole on the planet getting out of like a worse Batmobile.
Yeah, there is a secondhand embarrassment that I feel every time I see a Tesla.
It's like, I swear, I promise you, I didn't choose this. This was like, it was the one time I was like, can I give you 4 stars for having a Tesla?
Oof, oof.
But it's like, you know, I probably could have. If you own a Tesla and you're doing Lyft, what's your fucking problem?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
You definitely don't need to be doing this. You are dealing racism somehow. I'm gonna figure it out. You're like giving Lyft rights. You're giving Lyft rights to racism. You are selling racism door to door.
Somehow you driving this Tesla is contributing to racism.
You're like, literally like, you're driving a Tesla. You're like taking up like jobs for people who actually need to like drive a fucking Lyft.
Isn't Tesla boy like an emerald mine person or whatever?
He's like but got like emerald mine money from his fucking like parents who like, I don't know.
I mean, his whole thing is just that is basically just that he like did that shit and then just used the money to get into businesses that he like took over. Like he basically paid PayPal to say that he founded it.
That's so different from all rich people.
Here, come with me to Seafront so we can get ready to do the tour, okay?
I really like the I like the tweets that are like they go through the article that's like how this one person became a millionaire.
Oh my god!
They do the say the line and then it's like the like part of the article. Yeah.
I love that people are finally going. I love that people are finally identifying that shit for what it is. It's like, I love any use of say the line, Bart.
See you soon.
I appreciate that this cutscene loaded with Femboy NieR like balancing with like his heels just off of this.
I mean, you know he wears heels.
Yeah.
You know how he knows how to walk on those. No, it is 2021 and it is the first time in my life I have seen random people in the general public consider even mildly that perhaps a rich person may be less than perfect.
Yeah.
In USA, white people in USA especially. I like had literally never seen that like once.
2020 definitely did a number as far as like because of regular like it just fucked up so many people where it was like, damn, I actually have to fucking consider that rich people actually don't have brains, just insanely fucking lucky.
Well, the thing is that like
born into this shit.
The thing is that like the pandemic happened, but it didn't happen to rich people, and
people were like richer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and like finding out that like rich people were literally making a shit ton of money from COVID. It's like, wow.
Well, yeah, you know, never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like one of the most annoying things about like people who are like actual genuine like pandemic conspiracy theorists is that they're like, oh, but look at all these companies and all the ways they profited from this, and I'm just like, yeah, that's capitalism. Like a fucking asteroid could hit Earth tomorrow and they would make money off of it. That's capitalism.
It's so sad because all those people are like would theoretically be onto something, but they're also like capitalist libertarians.
Yeah.
That's what's frustrating. That's what's frustrating about shit like QAnon, where it's like, you are correct in that there are so many conspiracies in politics, but you're choosing the ones that are like aliens are in the White House and like. You're right about pedophiles in like rich people. You are choosing literally the wrongest people.
I mean, the way I heard, the best way I've always heard it described is that like QAnon thinks that Donald Trump is like a white hat pedophile. That like he's like oh, he's a pedophile but for good because he's catching all the other ones.
So frustrating. Like you like see people who are on the cusp of like figuring out the massive inequalities in like the United States, how like things are like really fucked and like twisted, and how like things are purposefully weaved to like make the average person suffer. Then they're like, I want to choose the racism option.
Oh, wait.
Is it racist?
Trashpad, the thing about like The white hat pedophile. So one of the central conceits of QAnon is that the reason Trump was friends with Epstein was so that he could get all the dirt. It was actually part of a long secret plan that he was trying to do. Yeah.
Hey,
He's in it for like what, the 40, 50-year long haul apparently.
Gonna make things up to you after that whole.
It's a really long bit he's doing.
It's like the flip side of the Russiagate people who thought that like the Kremlin recruited him in like the 80s.
Well, I tried.
Oh, this guy's trying to fix his. We're about to watch a couple get a divorce.
This is Bill and Melinda.
But I had these two gents help me out, and we put together a whole bunch of stuff we thought you might like.
Ooh, is it? Ooh.
Yeah, red jewel. Red flowers and apples.
Huh. Well, I'm glad you put so much thought into it, but these are all wrong. Very wrong.
And we went to all that trouble for nothing.
I mean, we just went to one place.
The only thing I wanted was a nice home-cooked meal.
Aw.
Back when we were newlyweds,
Man, this voice.
you promised to make me a big feast of all your tastiest dishes.
They sound like an MTV2 cartoon.
Yo, I'm digging this dude's purse though.
Yeah. Well, they have matching purses.
Aww.
Oh, love wins.
Now that you
Love
mention
does
it,
win.
work has been so
I just want to
crazy
say
lately that I haven't done anything at all.
God, I'm debating if I want to make another gin and tonic tonight, but I probably shouldn't. I've been getting like a little into the fucking gin and tonics game because that shit is so fucking good to make, easy to make. And I've been making really good G&Ts lately.
Man, I haven't been drinking.
I usually don't drink by myself a lot because it's like I have more fun with friends. But lately I've just been like, I work from home and what the fuck else am I gonna do?
I'm taking a break from weed, so I'm like I keep looking at my. Like,
I think this couple is trying to seduce us into a three-way or a four-way, I guess.
Do it. Wait, four-way.
I'm telling you, I get through the weed break because every once in a while I like. Especially when I like had injured myself last year, I smoked so much weed because I was like super depressed over it, and I remember getting a weed order and like I went through it in like a week and I was like, there was a point where I definitely was like, holy fuck, I need to take a tolerance break for like a month because of this shit.
It feels so very.
But yeah, I definitely get taking breaks.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I never thought I'd feel this way.
But I keep looking at my alcohol because I have like this backlog of alcohol because everyone buys me expensive alcohol to appease me.
I typically just don't drink very frequently, so like if I buy alcohol, it kind of stacks sometimes too.
Well, the thing was that like everyone buys me expensive alcohol to appease me, but like I have been only smoking for like 6 months or something, right?
Oh, you don't smoke. You haven't already smoked a lot of weed in the past, right?
Well, I didn't start smoking until like last September.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had in the past, but I had a lot of bad experiences because I was doing it with idiots who didn't know what they were doing, so they were giving me way too much, and I am a baby lightweight. Which the person who got me into it was like, you are a tiny baby, and I'm betting you just need a very microscopic amount of it. And he was right.
Things get pretty bad when it's just the two of us.
So, you know, I've enjoyed it, but the thing is that like I stopped drinking, and now that I've stopped smoking, I keep looking at the booze, but then I'm also like, no, you know what you're gonna feel like tomorrow. So drink it.
It's good to know yourself. At least you're like, you know, it's. Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back now that I finish that quest. I'm gonna go take a pee break. But also, yeah, to answer your question, Cryptic Critter, it's the bi-person has sex with male-female couples, but specifically the unicorn is like fine with not being like basically is fine with being shared by them. Like the idea is that like, oh, we're not looking to like add you to the relationship. We want you as like a sort of like play thing that like basically they want someone who is into both of the partners equally, but is not like a threat to the relationship or looking to be added to it. That's what the unicorn is. Is that
usually it involves a power dynamic where the couple has some amount of power more than the unicorn. Right?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah,
too?
that's usually the subtext of the unicorn thing. Is like
sharing a chew toy.
Yeah. And it's like that kind of dynamic can work really well, but like the reason it's called a unicorn is because it's like that person has to both be okay with that kind of arrangement and also equally into both partners, so one partner isn't getting more attention than the other. So it's just like the exact perfect like touch of chemistry that is rare to get. Welcome to my stream. Anyway,
this is the chaos that we needed. A little bit of chaos.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh.
Also, I can use the breath too. I'll be right back.
All right. While they're gone, I'm gonna start saying things. Hello, everybody. How's chat? How are y'all? How's everything? There's like a really nice sunset. Let me see if I can get a good photo of it. Tess, you're doing good. That's just chilling. That's good. Spread rumors? What do you want rumors about? I know pretty much every rumor you could possibly want. I probably know it. What do you want? Who do you want rumors on? Because I probably have it. Like I have rumors about it. Literally. Oh my god, my rich people view is so nice. It's so pretty. Portray them as racist. What's the hot goss? About what? You gotta tell me what rich people? I don't know, rich people suck. Like, how's that? My co-host. Oh no, Jane Gregor, at least just okay. I wouldn't say it's bad things about them. Y'all dark trying to get me to say bad things about myself. Wait, okay. I think I have a. I have a view image, maybe. See if I can get a better one. Does this work? Does this work? Hold on. Dude. The McElroys? I don't know the McElroys. I'm not the right person to talk crap about the McElroys. Like, I'm not I feel like maybe a fan would be maybe a little better. I don't know. I don't really, I've never really watched the McElroys. Like, they seem, I don't know if finds the word, but I don't know. They're whatever they are. Whoa, wrong button. So I'm trying to bring up a photo of the sunset I'm looking at right now because it's quite adorable. Watch with your ears. What? Jay knows a lot about the stock market. I don't know. That's true. Travis McIntosh invented the iPod. Yeah, that sounds right. Or something. Here, this is my this is the sunset I'm looking at. It's cute. Look at the sunset. Come over. Eat my food and look at the sunset. Someone's gonna show up at my door with an axe. And I will perish. Yeah, it's a good sunset. It's a nice view. Yeah, I have a nice view. My little nice tall house. Yeah, it's really nice. Who's your favorite person that makes you go, I thought they were gay, but since that they are just annoying? I mean, I can tell you who my least favorite person is. But I don't really listen to the band. So, I'm not really exposed to that as much as I should be in order to be annoyed by it. So, I don't know. I shouldn't be a baby about it. Drop bears. What? Huh? What? That's not that. Thoughts on koala bears or the sound of bears? Oh, koala bears are not bears. They're cute. I think though, people think koalas are cute, and you know what? They're fine. They're cute. They're small. But consider wombats. Have you guys seen wombats? Because they're really cute. They're really big. And they're like really, really docile. And so they just like. They kind of just let you pick them up and stuff. Here, I'll find a decent photo. Why is the internet trying to do me like this? Okay, okay, you guys are not good. If you haven't seen a wombat being carried, this is like a wild thing to see.
It's me, Greg!
Oh no.
That's right. I'm here to say slurs.
Yeah, oh, go ahead.
No.
Which ones?
No, I'm sorry. I was
The
kidding.
good ones?
They're pretty good.
Oh, I want to see. Show me your secret slurs.
My secret slurs! Here's one right here. Drop the S-string slurs. Okay, S-string.
Yeah, give me some 5-star slurs.
Slur number 1, wholesome. Slur number 2, small, S-M-O-L.
What's the
Slur number
slur?
3,
slur gotcha?
valid.
Ooh. Don't say that. Ooh.
Not for me to say it. Slur number 4, scene. I don't want to be valid or seen.
I want to be a scene kid. Does that count?
No, S-E-E-N.
Oh, I want to be a scene kid.
You want to be S-C... You want to be... I'm confused now.
You know scene kids with the hair?
No, yeah, I was saying S-E-E-N, scene.
Greg, were you a scene kid?
No, but I was scene adjacent because I lived in the suburbs of like an extremely white neighborhood growing up.
I see.
And I was also like when I went to college, I did a lot of college radio, and a lot of it was mainly alternative like scene music.
Ew.
So, no, yeah, I did
Did you listen to the Moldy Peaches?
No, I did not.
Oh right, I'm old. I forget. I keep forgetting that.
I mean, I went to college. In 2006, so like.
Everyone forget that I brought up Moldy Peaches. Please don't listen to this. Please remove that from your brain. I'm young.
I actually had a lot of fondness for my college radio days. It was good shit.
That's good.
It was really fun. Yeah. I'm actually still friends with a lot of those people. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I still remember the old station ID, I think, too. I wonder if I can still say it. It was 91.3 FM, WBNY, Buffalo's original alternative, brought to you by the mandatory student activity fee here at Buffalo State College.
Mandatory? What was
No,
mandatory?
it was a student activity fee. So like basically, it was a way of saying this is paid for by the school, and they want praise for it. So here's our little fucking mention. But you know how like your school treasury at like high school, whatever, that pays for like prom and like doesn't give anything to the art.
Nope, I don't remember anything about high school. Oh, stop that. I'm
shit.
poor.
But no, college radio. Doing like college radio was like actually it was sort of my first taste of like shit that I could do if I was like left to my own devices.
So many.
Because I was a very like I was
needed
very
a
insecure,
distraction.
like very kind of like I didn't know what I wanted in life and everything.
Like
No,
having
so
your own creative like
having creative
avenue.
control over something that was like
right. I mean,
it
that
was
makes sense.
my first taste of like curating like a whole like show that people like curating something that was like not only for me but like for people who actually like tuning in, and I was kind of like figuring out that whole balance was like might have been the precursor to like learning how to like do shit on like when I was more active on like YouTube and like doing like the skate videos and shit and all that kind of fucking shit. It was like sort of just learning to entertain the audience, but also just doing my own thing. So figuring out that whole like balance of doing something for other people, but mostly nourishing my own soul, and or whether it's like a bit or like whatever. But no, yeah, college radio was a lot of fun. It was super cool, and I made a lot of really good friends. I listened to a lot of good music. And here's the thing: radio is something I still really want to do someday. So like, I feel like I would love to be on KEXP sometime.
I was
but
gonna
like
say,
right now,
you should try to get on KDXP.
I don't do. It's just one of those things where it's like you need number one, you need to be able to volunteer internship time, and like my job is like 5 days a week, and like. So this is like if I wanted to go in on it, I would have to like number one be like a full intern for like a year, I think, or something like that, and then have to, like But also I don't know. FM radio is really great, and like KEXP is a very like darling station. I love it a lot, and I would love to bless you.
Thank you.
I'd love to be a part of it somehow.
Hey, Greg, have you considered adding to your streaming thing a radio show?
I haven't, because I haven't really gotten to like the meat and potatoes of like shit like Streamlabs kind of stuff, and like figuring out like the ins and outs of like other functions of streams that I could potentially do.
Okay, did you see the thing that I did where like on my BRB screen it shows like the song that's playing?
Yeah, I just want to know how you did that, but I didn't really ask about it.
Super easy.
It's very simple.
It's just window capturing Fubar.
I don't have FooBar, but I can also.
I mean,
like,
it literally any song program. You can just have it there, and you just have it window capture and crop to the part of the screen that gives
that's so
information
smart.
about it.
I'm so
Oh,
stupid.
I didn't think about that. That's genius.
Yeah, and
did
then
not
you
even
could
think
just
about that.
put together a playlist of music that you want to show, and you can have it play during like in betweens. You can do like, oh, before we stream, I'm gonna do like a radio show for like half an hour to an hour, and you just like kind of chill and talk in between certain songs.
I have to figure out like stream-friendly music, but I think that's like a lot of video game music kind of shit. Seems to be in the safe territory of like shit you can get away with streaming.
Here's the thing Robbie told me, and this is also you can also do this with Spotify and stuff. Robbie uses a lot of music that he hears first on KEXP because that tends to be music that doesn't get DMCA'd. And
oh really?
All of my pre-stream stuff, I usually have albums playing, and it's just because a lot of times what I do is just it's stuff that isn't like big label stuff. Like a lot of it is just like indie artists where it's like I have the Bandcamp on there because I'm like usually these are artists that like probably don't have their shit set up to get like copyright flagged. And also are like probably more likely to be like, oh cool, like people are gonna find out about our music. Like I played the My She at the start of my previous stream, and like I didn't get like any takedown. And like the My She was like a pretty big indie band in 2007.
Damn. Okay.
But it seems pretty much like it's inconsistent. I've definitely had to like on YouTube crop the start of certain streams off because I was playing something that got DMCA'd.
Right,
but I've never been DMCA'd from my job or from a live stream from music because I don't stream anything that's like really big. It seems like. Oh, Pup is here. I can write them right here. It is the My She, and that album specifically is I think it's called The Lamb and the Lion. Oh, so yeah, Space Ghost Perp. Just like basically just like as long as like the band you're like whatever you're playing is probably not like a very big artist, it's more often than not it seems like they're probably not going to give a shit.
Well, you could probably play the Go team, but you couldn't play like Michael Jackson because duh.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a thing where it's like you definitely kind of like learn you kind of like learn to suss it out and figure out like okay, this is what I can and can't get away with.
Okay. I may give it a shot because I could definitely like.
I mean,
some like music on.
I have at this point seen enough people doing just straight up DJ sets on streams.
Somebody watch them. Like, how do you do that?
That I'm like, I think the trick is that you would have the radio part, the part where you're doing a radio show pre-show, have that be like a separate stream, and for that one, don't enable a VOD. I think if you don't have a VOD, it's way less likely to get caught because it's less likely because like it's not going to get caught by the live DMCA thing, so you're not going to get DMCA'd after. Because like all of those DJ streams, they just don't do VODs after. Kind of like how Cathoid Cinema also gets away with streaming just straight up movies. By like, well, they don't have VODs for any of them, and it's usually movies that like aren't really gonna be big enough that there's gonna be like a DMCA for them.
So if you, because it's just gonna be there for the moment of that stream, and also because it's gonna, that makes sense. So I imagine they'd probably be more like annoying, or they'd probably be more annoying about it if like you were saving the VODs of them to like be rewatched again.
Yeah, because then it's just people can just watch that movie without having to like pay for it or anything. I think the thing that got them shut down was that they did a Miyazaki movie night, and that definitely is going to have a lot of copyright shit on it.
So even if you're streaming it, it's like, okay, come on.
Yeah, that definitely is like, there's like Disney is involved with that shit at that point. But I think beyond that, like, that's, they stream movies. Music works the same way. Like, if you're not streaming something that's like super big or tied to something super big, you can probably get away with it.
Okay, cool. I definitely like a lot of music that it's not like immediately like not designed any car commercials.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of your music would be fine. I feel like if you kind of use your head on it, like
Look, I feel like I could. I know Thundercat is popular, but I feel like I could play like zero VOD Thundercat.
Yeah, you could probably get away with Thundercat. Like, so like the Frobby's thing, it's basically if it seems like something you've heard on or would hear on KEXP, you're probably going to be fine.
Cool.
It's probably not monitored enough that a live stream is gonna get dinged for it. Whatever fucking robot they've trained to look for music probably is not trained to look for fucking Thundercat.
I'm gonna start a stream fucking playing Blood Orange and Moses Summoning and Frank Ocean, just get everybody fucking depressed. And then play Mario Sunshine.
I thought you said and then play Mario's soundtrack. Like you're gonna play a Frank Ocean song and then just wahoo, let's go. And it's like do. The
worst tonal flash ever.
Hey Tony.
Tony.
That's me.
Hey Tony.
Hey Tony, remember that time you ordered me food on stream?
You ever seen a treasure map before?
Oh.
You want food?
I would love food.
Yeah. What do you want?
Treasure map. You know.
Hold on. Can you telegram me your address so that I know which one to pick it out of? Because obviously you're the only person I've ever bought food for.
Yeah, of course. No, I have to feel special, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah, Tony's never bought
Your
food, like,
Twitter name is
Today's the
Pussy
only one.
Baby Bitch.
Yeah.
What do you want?
So that one place
Diarrhea.
shut up. That one place I ordered from before.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe
I like your
just
your
immediately.
muscle memory reflex to
Yeah.
shut up.
Just shut up.
My friends know me by now because they know I'm gonna say is immediately the stupidest fucking thing. So James Twitch is like, shut up. Anyway, so
A sushi burrito.
Okay, so your address is one. Okay.
Collecting them. My lifelong
Okay.
dream is to
What do you want? What do you want? Fried chicken?
I was thinking a sushi burrito from that one place that I got before.
Oh, sushi burrito. Tech people love those.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And then
No, why would I have opinions about food?
and then the lemon pepper popcorn chicken from that place. Or if you just want to order
from that place. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. You know what? Never mind. I take it back. Anything from that place is gonna be good.
I was
So,
gonna say, I was
whatever.
like, you know, you're gonna see the name of the place. You remember? I don't know if they're
Yeah,
still
there's
open yet. So let me know if they're still able to do
They
delivery.
seem still open. Hold on. Let me look at this.
Justin Bieber voice, swaggy.
Doesn't say. Oh wait, no. I'll say.
who's that?
Interesting.
What's Justin Bieber?
I think that's that cartoon beaver from
they
Animal
close
Crossing.
at 8:30. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Okay, yeah.
You want a sushi-rito from a place next to a tech company?
No.
It's poisoned.
Let me see what's around me right now.
Sorry, there are certain dishes that I just like. I equate to tech people because it's like
get Rain
what
Cafe.
like. So the way it worked in San Francisco, the like food gentrification was like a good restaurant would shut down after like being open for like 30 years. It'd be like some like ethnicity of food, but it's like specifically like this city in China or something like that, right? Not just like Chinese food, right? So it was would be very, very specific and very interesting. And then that would close down and it would be like sushi-rito shop. You can spend $20 for a sushi-rito. Like, so every time someone says the name of one of those things that like would pop up in San Francisco, I immediately think of tech people and I just get like super grossed out. Like, don't say ramen burger in my presence. I'll like my MK Ultra trigger word is ramen burger.
I would say katsu
Oh, that
burger.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Katsu burger's good though.
Katsu burger sounds good. I mean, I make katsu sandos and they're really good.
Well, okay, it does look like Rain Cafe is still like, it doesn't. They're not giving me the "we're closing soon" notification, so they might be
I
fine.
think they close at 10. I think you're okay.
Oh, what? Okay. Oh, you know what? They might stop delivering if you order after that. That's probably what it is.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Then
just
yeah.
be quick about it. Burrito and a what?
The burrito, the
Popcorn chicken?
lemon pepper popcorn chicken, and then
Ooh,
I don't know, some kind of drink. I'll let you surprise me.
Pepper. And then I'll let you. Okay, I won't give you tiger milk because it was funny the first time, but I'll just give you.
It was fucked up that it was good. That was what was crazy about it.
I just later because the name was banging.
Oh, I forgot that Katsu Burger here in Seattle is actually like a from
Wait,
Japan place.
if I give you a lavender milk tea, will you be grossed out?
No.
Oh, okay. Do that then. You said surprise me, and that's not a surprise because I just said it. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to give you something you didn't want to eat.
I love lavender drinks. They're really good.
I guess you should
Lavender
Oh,
kicks ass.
do you like sweet or less sweet?
I like
You're an
sweet.
American. Americans
I'm an
like
American,
sweet.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a candy addicted RuneScape playing ass American.
Yeah.
American
I know-
of 3
I know how
Ks.
that- Yeah. Ooh. Ew.
Not because of me. America has the 3 Ks in it.
No, not me, I swear to God.
Expect to stumble across such a thing lying
Was the
on
burrito the
ground.
popcorn chicken and then drink? Was that
Yeah.
it? Or
Yeah, and then I whichever sushi burrito, they're all good.
Old
oh right, there's
documents,
different ones. Sushi burrito. Oh, I see. There's different ones.
Welcome. We've got some new
OMG, Jay is racist. Extremely woke white person voice. I am racist because I'm white.
Oh my god.
I love when I hear that. Like I love when I hear that because I'm just like, you don't have to like, you don't gotta say that. you don't have to say. You can be like, I benefit from racism. I benefit from like the racist culture in America, like regardless of
Yeah,
whether or
yeah,
not
yeah.
I am
Well, no,
racist.
like,
But you don't gotta
I've
be
said-
like, as a white person, I am racist. Like that doesn't make black people, like that doesn't make people go like, cool, I feel comfortable around you
Yeah,
now.
I mean, I have said in conversations about it, like I have definitely done things that were probably either racist or just like either racist
Everything all right, man?
via like
No.
unconscious
My
bias
son
or
has
whatever,
come down
or
with a straight
perceived
for
as
me.
racist,
And
right?
no
Which
matter
is
what I
like
do, it just
also a
seems to get
thing that can be
worse.
bad, right? Like doing something that could theoretically look
Any idea what's
racist
causing it?
Yeah,
can sometimes be like just as bad just because like it still has the same effect, right?
yeah.
And like I've said
He
like
went out
that
to
is
play with
very
the other
possible
children
just
like
because
he
of my
usually
whiteness can
does.
make me very ignorant either just permanently or in the moment.
Something
But
must have
don't
happened
be
right
like,
there.
yeah, I'm
I'll
racist.
see what I can figure out.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. You get it. You get it.
Yeah.
I'm watching Greg's icon.
What's
What's
that
up?
called?
Doesn't make it look like I'm clicking and shit.
Yeah, it's because it was like every
Oh,
now and
right,
then it would like light up like you were getting ready to say something and then fall silent. So it's like.
I start talking, then I black out.
Oh my god, no, Fresh Tendrils, that book, White Fragility, seems like the exact opposite of the kind of intervention people need.
Oh, send me your phone number again.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
I'm not debating if I want. Actually, never mind.
What?
No, nothing.
What are you debating?
If you want,
Nothing.
if
I'm
you
debating you.
Oh, well,
in the marketplace of ideas.
I would love to mud wrestle with the truth with you and admire each other's brave arguments. Greg, you go first. Make an argument.
Pee pee poo poo George Bush bed president.
I would argue that piss piss doo doo George Bush mediocre president.
Then we have little way to search for.
Go fuck yourself.
Actually, I can't even argue that. Bush was a fucking awful president.
Terrible. It's so weird seeing people try to like rehabilitate that image. Like his, I'm like, well, at least he wasn't as bad as Trump. Motherfucker, do you know what happened to Katrina? Like, oh my god.
It's
But
so
but
funny
he
when
paints.
people make the argument like, oh, like, you know, like he seems better so much compared to Trump, and it's like, you know, we're still in Iraq.
Yeah, you know, like, we're still there. Do you know how many people died of Katrina? Do you know like literally anything that happened in 2008?
Hey, remember when schools weren't prisons? Anyway, No Child Left Behind Act. Look it up.
God, it's like, but he knows how to paint, and he was nice to Michelle Obama. Motherfucker, you are all the stupid.
And
people
he
on
and
the
Ellen
planet.
can hang out, even though he doesn't think Ellen's should have the right to marry or have
Some
anal
people-
sex.
My problem might have take that's
Wait,
also
what?
correct. That some people are only just becoming
Anal
hammered.
sex?
Yeah, no, Bush was against the sodomy laws being repealed.
Oh right.
But he can paint, and he has decorum or whatever the fuck else.
Yeah, he also has a deviated septum from doing too much cocaine and.
Hey, he should have been doing it in the White House.
Yeah.
Would have made him cool.
He probably, I mean, to be fair, he probably was doing cocaine. To be fair, he probably was doing cocaine in the White House.
Remember when the right wingers were so excited to dig up dirt on Hunter Biden? We were all just like, hey, he seems cool.
They dug up the worst dirt. Like they dug up dirt that like people wouldn't care about.
Yeah, it dug up shit that
Well, a
was
rich politician's son does drugs and has a lot of sex. Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sounds baller.
It's funny because it's the most relatable thing a rich person has ever done.
Yeah.
It's also the thing of like, oh shit, it was just so fucking. The way back when they were like showing the picture of him like getting like
the foot job,
doing coke off an ass, and people were just like, no, yeah, that's cool. It was great.
Jay, I sent you a link so you can track it.
Thank you.
Ripping that fat tax deductible White House booth. Fuck. Oh, Skittle Dick! Fucking awesome.
Greg, you've seen the photo of the Skittle Dick, right?
I have not seen the Skittle Dick photo.
Okay,
What the fuck?
Okay. I'm gonna send this to you on Telegram because I would almost certainly get banned.
Like, genuine.
I would immediately get banned if I sent this.
Yeah, like,
if I posted it on stream.
I am so fucking curious.
Is this the Hunter Biden wiener picture? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's the one, but it's the one
That's
specifically
so
where he's balancing Skittles on his dick.
Have not seen this. I don't know how I haven't seen this. With our friend, I don't know how I haven't fucking seen this picture.
Wait, don't Skittles like stain your skin?
Yeah.
His dick more is like it's like there's like an inch, but there's like a half an inch between each Skittle. But he has 5 Skittles.
No, don't tell me about this. Why are you telling me
that
about
is a Willy Wonka police baton.
Specifically not looking at
I literally had to save it because I had to save it because that image was so fucking buried by the White House that I had to go to a fucking like Chinese news website to find this picture.
Make them pay you to stop spreading it. Expose the White House.
Hunter Biden calls that shit an everlasting gobstopper.
Skittles sounding Jesus.
Oh god. I remember I had a friend who one of my very first interactions with him on the internet, and this was like 15 years ago or 20 years ago. Never mind, I'm not that old, but it was a very long time ago. And one of my very first interactions with him, if not maybe the first time we'd ever actually like had a conversation, was he said something about sounding or whatever, and I was like, "What's that?" And he was like, "Do you want to know?" And I was like, "Sure," because that was before I knew to say no always when someone asked that. And then he explained it to me.
Do you think I would get banned if I just posted crops of each of the 4 Skittles on Twitter?
I don't even want to.
It was from the blurred photo.
Yeah, the photo's also mosaicked out, so.
That way it could be like there for people who have the eye for
it. For people who recognize it. By your powers combined.
Literally.
Actually, yeah, I'm posting that right now. Just by your powers combined.
Yo, Captain Planet, I don't know why you have to put the rings there every time, dude. I could just like, come on, like come on.
Come on, dude.
By your powers combined, I am Captain Skittle.
By your powers combined, I am Hunter Biden's penis.
I am Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden, he's on cocaine, gonna take drugs.
More drugs.
And more cocaine. Infinity Cocklet.
Did you? One of my favorite ones in that photo, or like in the leak photo leaks, was also the one of him cutting up cocaine with one of Obama's kids' credit cards.
Bro, what?
Yeah, there's photos of him using one of Obama's kids' credit cards to cut up cocaine because she had lost it. And there had been a whole news article about how she had lost it. And somehow after she had lost it, it ended up in his possession. So he was using it to cut up coke.
That is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
just the
God.
most baller fucking, just the most like stunting on a move.
That's so... That dude's in the White House right now.
Yeah, he's in the White House, all right.
yeah, I'm in a house. I love it. I love the timeline we're in right now. Fuck it.
I'm trying to. I'm actually just associating and trying not to think about anything you guys are saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I live in a rich people's house. I was showing everyone my sunset view. Like I'm fine.
Aw.
I'm still like, and I'm still like shocked that I have not heard like these Hunter Biden stories, like, because I knew about like a good chunk of this shit, but like I feel like I should have known about it. But it's also my fun. It is also now a fun treat that you've told me these.
I
Like,
mean,
holy shit.
it literally, like, no joke. These stories were actually like genuinely suppressed. Like,
Yeah,
Joe Biden. Oh my God! I just noticed the text that you attached to that, Tony. Thank you, Joe Biden.
Oh, for the thing.
Yeah.
Did you see what the name is yet? Because you might see it when you get the order.
Oh no!
Oh
I
no,
don't
you'll see it when you get the order.
That's
Good.
gonna be
Excellent.
great.
It's great.
The thing up like Joe Biden absolutely called in some sort of favors to the tech companies because the pictures from that, like there was the Squirtle one and people were posting about it, and then they started banning people who were posting it. Like if you posted the Squirtle pic, you would get banned. Like he is calling it. He is like calling a lot of favors to get those stories repressed. So that's why you don't see as much of them, because a lot of people who tweet about them get in trouble.
Yeah, straight up just getting like axed. Damn.
Addy, there was a photo of him having like a threesome where it was like two different girls writing him, but there's just a massive Squirtle plush in the corner overlooking it, and people were joking about it.
I saw that picture censored, but I didn't actually understand that it had anything to do with Hunter Biden.
Yeah, no, a lot of people didn't realize it. They thought it was just a funny photo.
I was like, why are people bragging about this incredibly powerful image of like having a giant Pokemon plush and also like banging a lot?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's because it was Hunter Biden, and then they started repressing it again.
Because people didn't get pissed the way they wanted.
Yeah.
It should have been Trump. Should have been the one repressing it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, no offense. No joke. I straight up called it. I was like, Rudy Giuliani fucked up leaking this story. It's because it's gonna come out that Hunter Biden has a massive hog, and people are gonna be like, Joe Biden must also have a massive hog, and it's gonna make him win the election. And I was right, and I called it.
That was the reason why.
That is how people think.
Yeah. You know what they say, if a son's got a big hog.
Speaking of like, here's the thing.
God, Jay, no, I hate that. Give me a second, but I hate that so much.
This is a completely unrelated thought tangent, but as far as like Joe Biden getting elected, it fucks me up thinking that if coronavirus hadn't happened, Trump would be president again.
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
It's so fucking wild.
Straight up, if Trump didn't fuck up sending out the second wave of checks, he would have won.
Easily.
Yeah.
It fucks me up thinking about how, and even like Biden didn't even win by that much. It was like enough, but it wasn't like by that much. And it's like,
but
it's so jarring.
Well, I get a little, I don't know, I get a little weird. Like I think that Biden is horrible, right? And I think that that's true. But I don't know. Sometimes I get a little fatigued by people being like, oh, it didn't matter. I shouldn't have voted for Biden or whatever. Because I'm like, I think it mattered a little.
I am tired of lesser evil options because it's hardly even lesser evil. But it's also just like
Oh no!
I voted for him, but I at least had the audacity to hate my decision.
Yeah.
You can hate him.
I at least had the self-respect to hate what I did.
I still think ultimately, like a lame duck Trump presidency would have still been worse than a Biden presidency. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a weak guess, but I still think it would have somehow been worse.
I think it's a thing where it's like the assumption. Here's the thing: the assumptions about Trump's presidency being like better or being like better comparatively are basically based on the assumption that the Democratic Party would have been resisting him enough that he wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything.
Which I think
is a very generous. Yeah, I think is like a very generous assumption.
Right. Like they're not even succeeding while they have power.
The majority, like they're just like caving in super fucking. It's fucking up.
Like it became extremely obvious during Trump's presidency that part of their campaigning is based on letting Trump do whatever he wants, so
Right.
that they could then be like, you need
Look,
us
you
to
need
save
us.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
Exactly.
I don't think a second term of Trump would have been as I think they would have let him get away with more than they did in his first term.
Yeah, absolutely. And he would have been like more egregious because he would have, you know, already known that there's zero consequences, and even if there would have been even if there would have been consequences, it's not like they could have taken him out of the White House.
Yeah.
So
Just
whatever.
thank God we had a virus that killed 500,000 people to fucking just completely beef that.
It really is like, it
But it's
really is
insane,
just a
like,
thing where it's like, it is insane that like Biden literally won because there was a pandemic.
Yeah.
Like he literally like that was what created the conditions for people to be like, actually, you know what? Yeah, we do want to go back to 2011.
The most extreme level of being handed something ever.
I think I tweeted on election night when like some of the data came in and like Trump was doing better in counties that he had previously lost to Hillary, where I was just like, oh, this really was the Democrats' election to lose, and they're not gonna win without a fight. Like they're not gonna like they are not gonna win this election that could have been a cakewalk without fighting against all odds to lose the election.
God, politics is fucking wild. Yeah, they couldn't even impeach him twice in a row because they fell for the threat of like, I think Republicans were like, oh, if you do this, we're gonna drag so much shit out, and like then they didn't impeach him, and the Republicans are still dragging shit out. Keep fucking falling for it, and y'all even had the fucking majority. You can't get shit right. Like,
I mean, I think
I admit they're doing more than I think.
No. I was gonna say I think it's a thing where it's like the Democratic Party's like strategy is basically feigning helplessness to an extent, because then that's how they get their donor base to be active.
Yeah.
Like they could have done way more to stop Trump during his election than they did, but they know that like they need the election to be close because that's what gets their donor base to be like, oh, we really got to double down and support Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my God, yeah. God, I fucking hate that ghoul. I hate everyone in the fucking politics right now.
Yeah, I hate
that. Genuinely, if you're over 60 years old, you do not need to be running this country.
Yeah.
Like, there needs to be limits. Like, I mean, it'll never happen because this country's founded on like the most dog shit garbage on the planet. But ideally, no, you should not. If you're over 60, you should not be like making decisions for like generations. You're like 4 times removed from any generational relevance. Like 3 or 4 times, 3. You know what I mean? It's just people are still up there making decisions on minimum wage based on like statistics from 1970. It's infuriating, but also this is chill stream. Damn it.
Politics are fine on chill stream. My dasher is heading to me.
Fuck yeah.
I think that politics is when people have gender.
Yeah.
Ooh, that makes me so fucking mad. Ooh. Like,
I think that really where power in politics is in the words that people say, and not the literal actions and legislation that are happening.
I'm glad that the only times I'm glad that I almost never ever have to interact, because like, I don't know, some of y'all have like American and white families and you have to deal with conservatives because of that.
Yeah.
I don't have that, and I don't ever have to deal with conservatives like ever in any way or any time, except when I talk to furries. Furries are the only conservatives I've ever encountered.
Furry conservatives are so fucking funny.
There's so many of them. What is up? What is going on? What is
so
going on?
here's
Greg,
the thing.
I see your icon.
I have
What's
said
up?
this on chat many times before, not many times. I've said it on here before. I hate the like, oh, furries actually like super leftist, blah blah blah,
No,
because it's
they're
like,
not.
no, it's not. The overwhelming like politics of furries
is log cabin Republicans.
is
Yeah,
log cabin Republicans and right wing and like libertarians.
And alt-right people, yeah, libertarians.
It's like an overwhelmingly libertarian fandom, which like makes sense given the fact that most furries like politics kind of comes down to, oh, I want to be left alone to do whatever shit that I do. So it's like that makes sense, but it's like people it's like it drives me wild to do to see people doing the like, oh, it's an inherently leftist fandom and da-da-da, and we chase the Nazis out. Because I'm like, it's not. It's a fandom for funny animal people. That's not inherently anything.
I remember somebody very mutable being like, wow, this is such a trans-inclusive space. And I was like, I think furries are literally the only people who have ever done transphobia to me in my entire life. Like, I don't think anyone who's not a furry has ever been transphobic. Like, I mean, I'm not the most sensitive person about that stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I think it's only furries that have like gotten to a level that I'm like, whoa, I'm uncomfortable. Like, only furries somehow, right? And so when I saw that comment, I was like, oh, okay. And like, I remember like when Gamergate happened, and it was just like hella furry icons coming at me, and I was like, all right, okay, Fluffy Husky 69 or whatever. Nice to know about your opinion on women or whatever, but who are you?
Somehow a huge eugenics fan. Couldn't tell.
Yeah. Well, you know, if it's a husky, they're really, the selective breeding involved.
I don't trust them. I can't trust huskies.
We'd better wipe them out before
dog breeding, being pro dog breeding is,
But yeah, and like I say all this.
Sorry,
I was gonna say I say all this, and I don't mean this in a way to like diss on furry, because it's like whatever, it's furry, it's a fucking. But it's one of those things that drives me wild, where it's like, yeah, there are a lot of leftist furries. What you are seeing is like the culture of furry on Twitter. Yeah. And a very specific thing, which like is gonna be kind of biased to the fact that you are a leftist on Twitter.
Right. Exactly,
so you follow like other left and liberal people.
Well,
you're not gonna really.
Like, this is also a part of the issue that people on Twitter think that their unique experience on Twitter is quote unquote the world.
Yeah.
So like that, they really, really, really believe that like. The 300 people I interact with on Twitter is who the world is.
That's a sampling of reality.
Of everything, yeah like. Phrenology, fuck 2001. Fuck.
Cryptic Critter, I know exactly what you're talking about, which is you're talking about Rags, who during the Gamergate era managed to somehow get into some sort of weird Tumblr beef with me. And every time, and this was back when you could edit reblogs, so he would keep sending stupid YouTube videos to me to be like, oh, check this out. And I would reblog them, and I'd be like, you should check these out. These are great. But I would replace all of the videos with different YouTubes. And he would reblog me back, never noticing. He did not notice that I kept changing his YouTube links to something else.
The homeless guy eats crap.
That's so good.
God, I miss editing reblogs. That shit was so funny.
Oh wow! Check this out.
Yeah, I thought that.
Oh god.
The level of golly gee willikers.
Oh wait, actually, I think I take that back. I don't think that was Rags. Rags, who's like the current one, stole the gimmick of a different person. There was a previous like YouTuber furry guy who was the Shiba with like the deal with it shades.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And that guy just like disappeared and like left, and Rags just stole his whole brand.
Literally all like alt-right personalities are like the 5th iteration of them. Like all of them. Every single one of them.
Right back.
Oh, is that the food?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just said that. Oh good, Jay's gonna see what name I put on the thing. Hopefully.
Oh god. I'm ready.
It's good. No, it's nothing weird.
It's weird, I bet.
I hope so. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? Oh, did this child's foot get crushed or something?
Oh. Hey, Ribbit. Where's the Ribbit?
I thought that thing said piss on
it
the
just
front.
says Tony.
Oh, really? That sucks. I set the name for the order as Oh, really? Why does it say Tony? That's so annoying. I set the name as J Bearhead. I know where you live, and then a smiley face. I was hoping your roommate would get it.
Oh, I love to make my roommates paranoid. I've been doxed.
Yeah, it's good.
What is this drink you got me? Tastes good.
Piss.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
is this piss?
lavender.
I've heard of
lavender
this.
milk tea with flan in it.
Oh,
cute. Flan in a drink? Ooh.
Yeah, pudding. So if you ever go to a boba place, most places will have what's either called pudding, but some places might call it flan. But usually they call it pudding. The pudding is actually flan. It's egg custard. And it's really good. It's my favorite thing. Milk tea with pudding and boba is like my order. Although the best milk tea I've ever had is my boyfriend Bear makes it. So we don't usually put flan in that one, but it's really good. He makes because he makes the boba balls fresh, so he just disappears to the kitchen for several hours and then comes up with boba. It's really good.
It's been a while.
That's awesome.
You're the
If anybody wants the best boba ever, come over.
Boba Bell.
How
Yeah.
fares your brother?
To be fair, Bear, I do cook for like 6 hours. Fair Bear. That's his name.
Fair Bear.
Forgive the question.
Yeah, you have to like roll every single boba ball by hand individually.
My girlfriend interprets this meal floating around randomly as him exploring because he's never left his house and can fly now. Aww, I like that. I prefer that interpretation.
That's cute.
I need to ask you something.
I mean, if I could float around all the time, I probably would.
What is it?
You heard any rumors about shades around?
Usually people carry me around.
Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and powerful.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy.
Sorry,
robots.
Oh,
Just rip them up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta go.
Never mind then.
Oh, was that cutscene this person's past or something?
So, the little kid is this guy. So that was him watching his brother get killed by a robot.
Yes.
I recently got my hands on a weapon. A very powerful
Oh,
weapon.
Tony, this is a really good looking sushi burrito. Thank you. This place is like legit to the extent that it's like every time I tell people it's got sushi burritos, they're like, and I'm like, no. This place is legit. The sushi burritos are good.
You know what I realized as soon as I looked at them?
Right.
They do not have fish. It is not an actual sushi burrito, which is why it's good. Those are essentially just like nori wrapped gyudon bowls. Like that's great.
Yeah, it's pretty
that sounds delicious. It sounds lovely.
potential,
Yeah, I looked and I was like, oh, there's no fish here. Okay, cool, good.
I think they usually do have a fish option, but maybe they.
Maybe the
switched it
rainbow
up.
one was the fish option, but all the other ones were not. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, good. Yeah, I trust. Like once I realized who it was, I was like, oh, okay, I trust them.
Chat, if any of y'all ever come to Seattle, feel free to hit me up for food recommendations.
Yeah.
So I got you.
So
There's a lot of great
tell
places
everyone
to eat.
what place it is that's close to your house.
I'm
just kidding.
It's called Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Popeyes.
No, you were good with the first one.
I can repair anything with the proper materials.
If you'll fix it, I'll get the parts.
I like Chick-fil-A because it's politically spicy.
I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some more morale.
Greg giggling in the background.
That's funny. It's
Only
politically
the real
spicy.
big enemies on the second
A
basement
little
have
political
them,
zest.
so watch yourself.
Oh, zing. Put some hot sauce on that one.
Oh, I love my nails. I love them so much.
Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator.
All right, dude. Whatever you say.
You got it.
There's this really fucking good Seattle restaurant called Your Mom's House. Yeah.
Damn.
I ate there and got food poisoning. Because her pussy's bad, I guess is what I'm going for.
I'm waiting for a restaurant to be called like Bofa, so just so they can do it.
Nice, Bofa
By the
boys.
way, what can I help you with?
Want Bofa tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love some. Can you put some extra Bofa in there?
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh god! I don't know.
What can I help you with?
Zoinks!
Oh fuck! You tricked me! You tricked me! You tricked me!
Send my match! Fell for the old bear hat again. God damn it!
Oh man.
Problem officer?
You said katsu sandwich earlier, Greg. You said katsu burger.
Katsu
And
burger,
it just made me think of the katsu sandwiches that I used to make, and I could probably make them again because
I want one. I want katsu. I want Tony sandwich. I want to eat all your food.
Okay. Actually, honestly, yeah, you should eat all my food. Honestly, you know what actually would be here, I'm gonna drop a katsu sando. If so, before I come over, literally like write down all of the things you would like.
Oh, fuck!
Because I can make anything. I can cook
You
anything,
really can.
and I'm good at it. I'm very good at it.
Tony, katsu sando.
Yeah, and so but the problem is like asking me to figure out what to make you is like that is more work than the cooking. So if you could figure out what dishes you would like to make me and write them down and tell me when I'm like on the way, then I can plan around it. That helps me a lot. Because the thing is I'm like I'm a tryhard with food, and so like a steak
So you want to know in
takes me,
advance,
a steak takes me like a few days because I have to like sous vide it and do various things.
Yeah.
So like it
The more
helps
in
me a lot.
advance you
I
know what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you combine, I can let the roomies know. We can definitely like do a whole thing of like I could like go to them and be like, Tony wants to say like a list of things we want to eat. So
Yeah. I should go cook for chat sometimes too. I'll just drop some food in chat. I always imagine that like if I drop the food photos in chat, that chat gets to eat them.
There was this old lady that helped me once.
I wish I could eat food that I see pictures of. I want to eat all the food from like Dragon Ball.
Ooh, yeah.
Every time there's an eating scene in Dragon Ball, I get so hungry. Just like, ugh. There's a big old hunk of meat on a bone.
I love that the conversation went from talking about that dead kid to Emil being like, so like what? You gonna help build a lighthouse? And me being like, yeah, you weren't here before the time skip. There's a lighthouse. So welcome to the machine level where we have to grind a bunch. Also, Tony, what was this? A lavender? What you said?
It was a lavender milk tea with pudding and boba. Or
Really
does it have boba?
It does.
Forgot to add boba? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought that would be a good flavor profile.
It's really good. Thank you.
I have good taste.
Also, I may dip around 9 because I want to take care of some stuff.
That's fine.
Yeah, this has been a good stream.
I also made dip, is the thing.
That's fine. I was probably gonna end around 9 to 10 because I needed to have a meeting, let's say, to go over a thing, let's say.
Yeah.
Does it involve Twitter?
Unfortunately. But I am getting real money for it, so.
It's very cool,
nice.
yeah.
It can involve whatever the fuck it wants to involve, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe, motherfucker.
Yeah, Jay is actually the new ghost tweeter for Elon Musk.
Yeah. I've actually been hired to help Dogecoin make it to 38 or whatever the fuck people say about crypto.
Well, you are a sheep, so you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
What's a sheep?
It's kind of like a miserable pile of secrets.
Oh my god.
Wow, so you're saying it's sheep and men?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Wow. Huh.
Huh.
What?
Huh.
What? Greg,
No,
you're what?
no, no.
Greg,
No,
you're
no.
what? Finish your sentence.
No.
Finish your thought.
No.
Spit it out, Greg. Spit it out.
What are you eating? What are you eating? What's in your mouth?
What's in your mouth? Give me it. No. No. Put down.
No. That's I'm hungry. It tastes good. I don't care what poison. It tastes good.
Whenever Bear sneaks fast food, like a hamburger,
Uh-oh.
I always try to pull Hey, buddy, what do you got there? yeah, he just like runs away.
Walks away faster.
Yeah.
Please tweet Big Chungus isn't funny. Are people still talking about Big Chungus?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Isn't that over? Isn't that a dead meme? Didn't they kill that meme?
Medium Chungus. Is Big Chungus what they called Hunter Biden's dog?
Here's the thing. I literally think Hideki Naganuma killed that meme because he wouldn't fucking shut up.
Who's Hideki Naganuma?
The guy that Jet Set Radio music who like turned into a fucking like annoying meme lord because like he learned from like Redditors.
Guy, right.
He's like a cringe 40-something-year-old now.
He's like 40 years old. He's like gets excited that he's doing PogChamp face and
What's
like.
so cringe about being 40?
But being 40 and like talking like a fucking like
being
person who wears
40
a
and
high
quoting,
shirt.
yeah, being 40 and quoting Redditor memes.
Ooh, oof.
Yeah. Literally like writing like incomprehensible shit like Big Chungus is a femboy who's pogging and it's like what the fuck? Literally that Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know what that is? You know what that is? That's a
Elon Musk.
That's like an AI. That's like
No, he sounds like a Reddit meme AI that's like so funny. Like yeah, he just
like that's
he's
like
literally he's doing a thing where I feel kind of bad where it's like, you know when like somebody is like saying something really fucked up that they don't really know what it means, not really fucked up but just saying shit that they don't know what it means because like people are like laughing at that person and like it's weird to me because I hate here's the thing, I'm not gonna infantilize the man because I'm sure he knows what the fuck he's saying, but it just hits that uncomfortable territory of like, oh, here's somebody foreign who doesn't understand his whole meme. We're just making him say funny shit.
There's like that specific kind of weird, like, boomer memester thing I'll see, where it's like people like quoting memes and like whatever, like that's already annoying enough, but they'll be quoting them and they'll also, and this is important, be doing it wrong, and that's what makes it like cringe and psycho.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a certain political person who's like that. She's like in her like mid-30s and she like discovered like Groiper memes and shit like that. Already a bad sign, but she also like constantly like just uses the memes like incorrectly. And I'm like this makes me like hate you 10 times more. You're like you are late to memes that were already late memes.
No, yeah,
but she just uses them as like this makes me look like a cool edgy leftist, and it's like no, it doesn't.
It makes you look like it makes you look like
you're trying to groom a 20-year-old boyfriend.
That is so funny. Jesus Christ. What's a Groiper meme?
Do you know the frog?
You know, the frog, the Pepe frog, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but you know the one where he's drawn really badly?
Yeah.
That's Groiper.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna just Google. You know what?
No,
I
don't
just
Google
not
it.
know.
Yeah.
I could just not know.
You can
and
be
I
happy,
move
unlike
on.
me.
Hey, ignorance is bliss for a reason.
I'm just drawing Greg and being happy. It's
Aw.
good.
Are you drawing me?
I mean, a little bit. Not well.
Yeah. Tony's
Not
drawing
well.
hate art.
I'm trying to think if oh god, yeah, I got hate art like once. That was like from like shit.
Yeah,
2013.
yeah. When I drew you.
Hey Tony.
Yeah.
Don't make me feel bad.
That's fair.
I mean, hate art makes me feel good. Listen.
It
When
makes
I
me
get
stronger.
haters,
stronger.
literally
Yeah.
every time I've had someone try to like start a fight with me or like be like a psycho hater, it always makes me feel better. Because they always like are just such a fucking like loser about it that I'm like, oh well, if you hate me, I must be doing like, hey, at least I'm not you.
I never want to like be on that level of like on somebody's radar because it's just like that's just such an annoying conversation to have with anybody. But also like that's also just because I tire out way easier than I did when I was like 22. Because like I used to definitely be more like willing to had the patience to like deal with like picking fights on the internet and shit. Even though I still didn't really like ever do that much, but I was more of a brash asshole in the before times, and now I'm like.
Jay has Bloodborne insight, but for the internet, unfortunately.
I just don't want to deal with anybody. I'm so tired. Which is why being a capybara for Soda is like so perfect because my My defense mechanisms now are I'm just sitting here. I have no nutritional value, so please don't try to murder me.
That's really funny.
Yes, I have no nutritional value, so like I just become friends with predators.
My problem is, I just post online to have fun, and a lot of people don't. Is the thing I've learned.
Some people post online to get mad, and it's like, why? I don't know. It's just
There are a lot of people. I hate talking about it. There are a shocking number of people who have like declared me their enemy, and I don't really, and I basically forget about them.
Same.
Until somebody that they've pissed off tells me about how they're being a psycho. And they always come to me because it's like, this person complains about you all the time, so I'm gonna come tell you about it. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, cool. This is like a free hand-delivered meal.
You get the DoorDash coupon.
I didn't have to do anything. I just had to piss some guy out 5 years ago. Now every 2 months I get an update on him.
I like that the majority of like anybody who like hates on you is somebody who had a grudge against you in like 2014, and it's just so brain broken that they just can't let fucking go of it.
It's literally always somebody that I'm like, oh yeah, I think I had an argument with them once.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I think I banned them from a chat room once because they were annoying.
You're being fucking annoying, so I banned you from a chat room. You like.
That's okay. I really don't remember any of the people who have super beef with me and hate me forever. Like I'm like, I don't think I've spoken to that person ever.
How many enemies have I amassed so far? Literally, I couldn't tell you because I'm sure I have like anonymous like haters.
Yeah.
In fact, no, I know I do. Yeah, I know I definitely have people.
I definitely am aware I have like a bajillion weirdos that are stalking me on the internet. So me of people.
Like, I hope I don't have haters just for the sake of it. I don't want to like think about why the fuck would I have haters. I don't fucking do anything.
Greg, I feel like you're like the only person that wouldn't have haters for some reason.
Like, I mean, the thing is that like even with people I don't like want to have arguments. I like say my piece and I dip. And I like every time I tweet something, I hit mute conversation, so I just don't have to see anybody's fucking take it rarely.
Greg,
if somebody sucks it up, I don't know.
Somewhere out there's someone who goes and looks at your page just to get mad. And it's gonna be over something like, oh, I can't believe they think that their art is so cool. Like, it's literally just gonna be like that. They've constructed a version of you, in their head.
I've had that in the past. Like, the person like apologized for being mean, and it was really funny. But like, I mean, they don't all that. They suck. But it was also 2011, so like whatever. But also like
it was me.
I've had ex-friends, and it's like it sucks, but it's never been anything I tried to like. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of is like a friendship that went sour and them holding more of a grudge over it than I do.
Yeah.
Cause it's like even with ex-friends, it's like I don't wish like ill. I don't actively wish ill. Wow. I don't actively wish ill on them. Cause it's like that's also like a waste of energy for me. So it's like
the elder brother
I don't know. I hope you're doing good away from me.
Think he was ever truly
It's my philosophy. It's like I don't want anybody to necessarily do worse unless they're like legitimately like a fucking like problem person in my life. But it's also like sometimes a person has a problem to my life just because our energies just didn't mesh and we don't fucking click. And unfortunately, I'm rambling on about this a lot more than I really should. But you get what I'm saying, right? Where it's like I just don't want to act.
I get
trying to have beef.
My thing is like I get it. I also have a thing where it's like I call it the bear hat curse, where it's like all who oppose me shall perish.
I love that.
And it's not because I do anything. It's always just like I just am constant. Again, it's the people will just come to me with stories about people who've had or have beef with me, and it's always just like, here's how they're fucking up their life now, and I'm always like, that's so cool. It's so cool that I don't do anything, and this person destroys their life.
Because these people have meltdowns. They have meltdowns and they overheat their inner systems, so they just like can't like think anymore.
I will say actually that like in my experience, a lot of the people who in the past have gone after me have definitely self-destructed, and I do think it's actually because they spend so much time and energy like hating and going after other people that they like.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like do not take care of their lives in the ways that they should.
That's all that.
I can't draw.
The Luigi wins by doing nothing. Literally, it's literally that.
You do, yeah, because like people, you just you get the wildest hater shit.
Yeah.
Fresh Centrals, no, you also get it too. It's definitely like the thing where it's like if internet stuff dominates your like sense of social interactions too much, it really messes it up. Like a lot of times I see a lot of people like get mad and freak out about this stuff, and it basically comes down to like, oh, you don't realize that like that you can't actually garner an understanding of like people in the world they live in via their posts. Like
Yeah,
even the most oversharing person you can't. It can make great gossip. I'm never gonna begrudge people who love gossip, but it's like when you allow that to like turn that into the gossip is my true the mirror into the world that I can understand. That's when it's like don't have a little humility.
People don't realize how little of a microcosm of a person Twitter is actually. Like you said, the most online person is who's posted on Twitter. That's still just like a sliver of like what a person might actually be.
Right. Absolutely.
Online's fucking weird, and it's broken people's. Twitter's broken people's brains. I miss we never should have left like message boards and forums.
We never should have fucking left AIM.
I thought you were gonna say we should have never left the ocean, and I was gonna be like, I agree.
You're right, but you are right about that too. I'm gonna go back and try to shoot that motherfucker who left the ocean.
You're gonna go back and you're just gonna like fucking football punt them back into the ocean.
Just
like get your ass back in there.
Get your ass in there.
They're gonna try to evolve, and then Greg's gonna press B.
I'm gonna stop.
You're gonna find the first fish that got legs. And you're gonna snap them off like fucking like they're fucking Funyuns.
Gonna take a big old bite out of them. You back in that water, I'm beat your ass.
Yeah, I forgot what your persona looks like, but I'm just gonna try it.
I can send it to you. I can send you pictures.
Marshmallow, toasted marshmallow puppy.
Wait, Jay's a toasted marshmallow puppy?
No, I'm yellow.
Lightly toasted.
Yeah, because they're yeah, mine's yellow. There's usually there's the black ones.
James is the toasted one.
Well, I meant like lightly toasted. I just there's bread and then there's toasted marshmallow, so I should have said bread. Yeah.
All my furry friends and I have to like remember what kind of animal they are.
I like that mine's just a capybara, but it's just with long
Oh wait,
ears.
I have a fucking persona now. Jesus, I keep forgetting that.
Silly.
I'm annoying now, finally. Wow, it's me. I'm annoying.
Profinity has a terrible browsing system, though. It's a pain to block stuff you don't want to see. I've heard that. I guess I don't know. I don't. God bless them. I don't understand people who are able to use like for Affinity as like a social media site.
What's that?
It's like it's a furry site. It's a furry social media website.
Ah.
It's like DeviantArt, but for furries.
Yeah, literally that.
Oh, I loved DeviantArt back in the day, though.
Oh, that was like my first like major. That was my first. God, I had some.
You know what I regret to this day is not having a Sparkle Dog Sona. And you know what? I should just pay.
Just go in. Just go in.
To do that.
Fern was like. Fern consistently underestimates how like. Fern is like. So influential to that time, and it's like does not realize how much of a trend like setter she was.
If Fern was evil, Fern could sell NFTs. Like that's how,
literally.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Fern is like definitely the most influential artist to me.
Tony, can you go ahead and drop Fern's @ in the chat? Fern is one of those people who's like shockingly not as known as like you would think she should be. For both
you have seen her art before.
Yeah, you've seen her art before, and like she probably has influenced a lot of old furry artists that you like would be unaware of. Like,
oh no, or just artists.
Yeah.
Like just plain artists. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's Fern's Twitter.
She's also a really good streamer. She streams with
she
streams with Avi a lot. She's really funny. She's also a really good tattoo artist. She did my first tattoo.
She did my first 2 tattoos. Yeah.
So I keep forgetting she did this. She does.
Yeah, I got Snufkin and Moomin on my arms.
So I got on their like stream because I think someone was hosting them or whatever, and I always forget to. I don't know. I'm bad at actually watching Twitch. I just stream. and it was Fern and Avi, and they were playing a game, and I was like, oh, cool. And then it was like, oh, this is your subscriber anniversary. And then I was like, oh, I was a sub, and I didn't even realize. And then Avi goes, Tony, you're a sub? I would have never guessed. And then I was just like, oof.
God, that definitely sounds like an AV bomb. Just like, ow.
One gif of the guy like clutching his chest and like sticking his chin down, like that was me.
Amy's very good at sniping you when you just like are not ready.
She was so deadpan. The like inflection on her voice where she was like, I would have never guessed.
That's
like,
a kill. She doesn't realize how lethal she is.
I died immediately.
It's so funny because it can just get past you immediately. Then you just it's so. It comes out of nowhere for your throat. It's so funny.
When your friend owns you and you like, you are not offended in any way, right? And you think it's funny, but you still sit there unable to do anything.
It feels like you got shot in the chest. Yeah,
completely.
Like literally the pressure in the air changes. So you're like, ugh. No, getting owned by a friend like who knows your shit is like.
Okay.
Extra damage.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. I'm gonna post a doodle of us on a post-it. It's gonna be.
Oh, I see.
Where is it? Oh.
I just had my good friend of mine, Jovian, design an alt version of my persona, which I shan't be posting.
Oh, I want to see.
Which I can't put it
I shall not be posting.
Let me see this.
Greg, I'll send it to you. It's.
Oh, look at us. Oh my god, I love being a capybara with like long ears. I like having a take on the capybara that has like a very subtle like.
Oh, that's really cute.
I love this. Thank you so much. Oh. Look at us having fun.
I forgot that one of the last things I did was send Greg the Skittle penis.
Yeah, you sent me a Skittle penis. I'm like,
great. That's great. That's great.
That's really sweet, Tony. Thank you.
You're also tiny.
And no.
That's what we look like. That's our RPG party.
That is.
Greg,
Yeah,
I just
that
forwarded
is our
it to you.
Oh fuck yeah, genius. Jova's a genius.
I like I always when I work, sometimes I draw little doodles of my friends on post-it notes, and then I stick them to my monitor, and then I look at them while I'm working.
Aww.
It's a very like do it for her.
Alright, I think I'm gonna dip now because if I don't, I'm gonna like stay longer than I should. But
okay.
Like I'm having this has been a really good stream. I'm definitely glad to like be a part of like chill or chaos Mondays. I like just having I like being here on Mondays.
I'm probably gonna continue streaming NieR like this week throughout just random days. So if you ever see me streaming it, feel free to hop on in. The calls are just kind of open for the NieR streams because it's very much like NieR's a lot more of a low-key stream since I just know this game really well.
Cool. But yeah. Also, for the few people who might follow my streams or whatever, I haven't been streaming for a while just because like I just fell off and like yada yada. But I'm probably gonna be changing my stream time, and so look forward to a tweet about that if you follow me on Twitter. So I'm gonna be like figuring all that out, but it'll still be on Sundays, but I'm changing the time because I forgot that like people on East Coast, because I was streaming at like 8:30, but people on East Coast that would be like close to midnight, so like that's like a little there.
A little late.
But yeah, I will catch y'all later. Thank you for inviting me, Jay.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. And hopefully next week should be will be the return of Chaos Mondays. I'm gonna work on that this week.
I can't wait to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Alright, bye everyone.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, every pony.
Tony, if you're doing the thing you normally do where you're like, well, I can't leave because that person just left, you are welcome to leave.
You are not as powerful as my anxiety.
Okay, that's that is the most powerful statement I've ever heard. You are not as powerful as my anxiety.
I am honest every few days. This was the moment.
Well, I feel like I got like fucking hit in the chest with that one. You are not as strong as my anxiety.
Sorry. When that one honest
fuck.
comment sneaks out of me.
It's
People
it's
always-
good. Oh, god damn it. I forgot about this timing.
Look at that little femboy and his little booties.
I know, and I have to do this stupid door puzzle. Ah, fuck! No. No. No.
JJ Signal, what is it? Backseat game for us, please.
Oh, yeah. JJ Signal, what'd you find out?
Yeah, don't just like leave us in suspense. We got like a 50-minute wait. The door will close if you get far enough away from it, but you can inch closer to the bomb.
Oh, so if I keep the door open here...
You can walk.
Oh my god, it worked! That's incredible. That's such an insane discovery. Thank you, JJ Signal.
We did it. Good job. The chat helped.
Yeah, I really just wanted to sing. I really just wanted to sing it to the music because it was fun. Oh yeah, you know what? Might as well take this ride.
Love my nails so much. I know I keep bringing them up.
They're good. I saw them earlier.
They're like $6.
They're like $6.
Mm-hmm.
It's like your version of the thing where it's like when other girls are like, "Oh, I like your dress," and they go, "Thanks, it has pockets."
Oh my god, you're right.
Like you say it in that exact same incantation. Like somebody compliments it, and you're just like, "Thanks, it was $6." Like,
You're right. Totally.
like make no mistake, I am wearing this because like it was only $6. That's like, make no mistake, I am wearing this just because it has pockets.
Mm-hmm. I need more dresses. A boy told me today that he likes dresses, and I was like, okay.
And you're like, all right, well, time to get dresses.
And my wallet cowered in terror.
You can get cheap dresses, and boys
I
don't
can't.
have like great taste in
Who's
dresses.
you? Who the fuck are you, Jay? Who the fuck
Me,
is
I
this?
guess. I can get cheap dresses.
Yeah, you can get cheap dresses. Go nuts.
My boys are simple. Their tastes are easy. And I'm cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I could put on a potato sack, and I assure you the Bears would be plenty excited to see me. But, I gotta look good for me. I gotta look good for all the jealous people.
Mm.
Someone buy me a dress. Someone in the chat.
So how many bears are in your chat right now?
How many of my bears?
Yeah.
I think probably only like 3 or 4. I didn't really advertise it. I could drop it in chat right now. We can bring it up to like 10.
Oh, no. I was asking because I was asking if you were targeting a specific bear or...
Oh, no. I was just saying people in chat. Hey, anyone can simp for me. I mean, I'm not going to date you if you're not a bear, but, you know. Personas are achievable. Bears do love potatoes, it's true.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Everyone loves potatoes. Potatoes are great.
I don't know about that. I mean, I guess
What?
I guess I'm
What?
now on Team Potato. I used to not like them, and I guess now I
What?
do.
You did not like them?
I used to not like potatoes.
Dude, I thought you were Irish.
I know.
That's like That was supposed to be our connection.
Right?
Dude.
Well, I like potatoes now. I've gotten into them. I just used to not. I used to be very picky about them.
Well, yeah.
It was a texture thing. I'm weird about texture.
That's an American thing. Americans love being picky about food texture.
That's not an Americans don't know what texture is.
They know the one hamburger.
Yeah.
That's the only acceptable texture.
Oddly enough, hamburger used to be part of that. I used to not be able to eat certain kinds of hamburgers because like the texture is all fucked up.
Oh.
I used to not like super juicy hamburgers, like if it was grease. Because it was just like the texture of it was too weird. I've also like in my older age I've gotten a lot less texture sensitive, so it's been easier to enjoy food again.
My experience has just been like, if someone just eats the stuff, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
As frustrating and annoying as that statement is, and I know that makes a lot of people very angry to hear, but that has just been anecdotally my experience. But that's not a couple of people.
Yeah.
That's many people. I've yet to find the person who can't just learn to like something. And trust me, I'm talking about some stubborn ass people. Do not think that bears are not stubborn.
Bears are extremely stubborn.
I date boys that like were wearing a graphic tee when I met them. Like no.
The graphic tee is hot though. That's like how boys cruise, right?
Yeah.
That's flagging, right?
That's flagging. Yeah, it's flagging for top. But I don't wear graphic tees. I have one with a bear on it, but it's like a child's t-shirt, so I wear it like a crop top.
Aw.
It's cute.
I'm trying to figure out if I actually have enough of the item I need that I can just leave. I might have done the thing I do sometimes in this area where I take the wrong turn and I go deeper when I should be leaving. I guess I'll find out.
I found a photo of me wearing that shirt, but it's like I'm making this nasty face.
What's wrong with it?
No, I'm just making a weird face, like I'm cringing for some reason.
Oh, okay. Hi, Declan!
That's the person that makes the cool comics.
They do make good comics.
Very, very, very good. I say as a normie who just happened to call them up.
I feel like Jeb is like absolutely a comic you can show normies. I don't think it's I don't think it's
just good.
It's just because it's just good. It's just really funny and well written. I think like at the most they would just have to be like the kind of normie who's fine with sex jokes. But the thing is, a lot of normies are fine with sex jokes. Like Spencer, like there's a reason Spencer's gift is as big as it is.
Like if you're not, I would say if you're not like some kind of weird bigot, then it's not gonna offend you in any way. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm a straight person that's like as straight as it gets, and this never bothers me in the slightest.
Plate shitty plastic tortillas. What are you talking about, Pazuzu?
Burritos that don't come from my mom. Oh! You're talking about white people making burritos and using the the really crappy wheat tortillas. Yes, I actually know exactly what they're talking about.
The wheat tortillas?
Non-Mexican, like a Mexican restaurant that like Mexican people wouldn't eat at
Yeah.
always has like really nasty sour dip tortillas. That's the thing I've always noticed, and like all of my like white American friends will not be able to tell. Like I will be like, man, these are gross, and they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? What's wrong with you? Why can't you tell this is gross? I don't know. I don't know why. It's just a thing.
That's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if like I don't know that because I'm white, or if that's a thing where it's like, or if it's because I'm Californian, so I've never eaten at a Mexican restaurant that would
like
have that.
And like your friends wouldn't let you eat at a place that sucks
Yeah.
like that. I mean, like feel like we like as a community we have each other's backs about where to eat and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Plus, you'd probably be put off by the kind of places that serve that, right?
Yeah, no, I mean that's exactly what it is. It's like I'm just like, well, I guess I don't really eat at taquerias that are like any Mexican food place that isn't like, you know, very clearly like, I don't want to say like authentic, but is very clearly like, okay, they're actually making like, they're not making food for like techies who can't handle flavor. So it's entirely thing. It's like I might have just have never encountered that, so that's why I was like, I don't know what your like plastic tortillas. I do eat like the shitty Safeway tortillas though. I can't. I am not free of sin there.
Yeah. Is there a reason for it? Puzzle Toads. I think that there is sort of just like a lack of a. So my assumption, I should say, is that in like Mexican culture rich areas, there's probably just like a lack of context for what a good tortilla is. So instead, what winds up being like the focus of like a tortilla or like the desirable aspects of a tortilla as a product is just like how cheap they are and how like shelf stable they are. And I would say, like, for example, like a homemade tortilla is absolutely not shelf stable. Like,
Yeah.
You can save those in your fridge for a couple days tops, right? Like, but the popular, white tortillas that you'll see in the supermarket, a lot of them will just like sit on your shelf for like a million years. So I think that's it. It's kind of just like a lack of like a palate for them. Sorry, someone mentioned food, and all of a sudden I'm like activated.
Oh, I know. I know how you are with your food.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
your little
no,
your
yeah.
little freaking food thing, your
know,
your weird
I know.
food thing that you're into.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone.
We should have like I want to have a stream
little
at some
food
point
fair.
that's just like you and like Piro like making food while I'm streaming. Like some sort of like kitchen cam. Oh hey femboy, NieR. Like a kitchen cam, like reaction cam, but then it's just like the main thing is me playing some video game.
That sounds good. You playing a video game? Well, we bring out courses to you and explain what the courses are. Man, your fucking ego after that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm cool with my friends having big egos. It's fun.
I know how to keep mine in check.
I don't. That's fine.
My trick, just a healthy dose of delusions.
Oof. Yeah, I post it online and watch it, unravel.
Where am I going?
Ooh, Oaxaca cheese? Yum. I'm always really bad with the Mexican cheeses, though. I can't remember if Oaxaca is the really stringy one or the really crumbly one. Or is it the really creamy one? It's the really stringy one? Yeah, I love that shit. That's really good. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I think I've called it better mozzarella to people. Mozzarella plus flavor. Yeah, Oaxaca cheese is really good. Like, you can just get that in place of mozzarella and it winds up better for most dishes.
Okay, go to the brothers store. So much of everything.
Oh, Ursus Untitled, you're talking about that place? We used to go there together. It was cute. They had tortas for $4, was it? And then banh mi's for $3, I think.
Man, I remember one of the last things in Oakland. One of the last things in Oakland that drove me up a fucking wall, and when I was like, I can't wait to get out of here, was when I started seeing places that were selling like $8, $10 banh mi's.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's when I knew like this shit's over. Like this fucking city's
100%.
over.
Yeah. No, I mean like the gentrification of the Bay Area is like one of the things that gets me the absolute most fucking riled up and fucking radicalized. Like way worse than anything else. I go bananas about that shit because I used to live in Lake Barrett. And Lake Merritt is like one of the most absurd, like, and you know, like there was gentrification before then, like all over the place, like you know, obviously Soma, like various places in San Francisco, and then like eventually like Excelsior or whatever, right? But Lake Merritt was incredible because it went from being such a like poor area with like a lot of culture in it and like a lot of cool stuff in it to being like a garbage techie area full of like garbage techie bullshit.
Yep,
and
I remember that.
Sucks ass now. So bad. Like there's still some cool stuff, like especially like Korean stuff. There's some really cool Korean stuff in that area and stuff. But like most of the really good stuff in that area is just gone. And it's so sad because it just all got taken over by like horrible, expensive tech people crap that just like, you know, and all the food just doesn't taste good at all. It tastes like garbage. I hate it. Anyway, kill a tech person.
Remember? Do you remember the discourse in the Bay Area scene when Gay Shame made those like queers hate techies prints, and people were like, actually, queer people are techies.
Ugh. Yeah, no, that we can revoke those cards. It's fine. You don't get to be both.
Yeah, you can't dual wield those. Those are contradicting fabs.
Yeah. Cryptic Critter, if they can afford to.
The one thing I always try to say that I try to keep myself sane with is I try to like be like, maybe we could, as like trying to get techies into like more worker causes and stuff, but because like the thing about techies is that like they are technically also exploited labor. It's just that the amount of money that they make for their boss is so much higher that them being underpaid is still being paid a lot. And that's kind of like how tech industry like tries to like keep a lot of them dependent on it. It's just like, oh, don't you like this job where you work 60 hours a week and also 20 hours of your social time is just work, but it's disguised as social time? We have a slide that goes down to the cold brew room. So I try to like, you know, get techies on the side of like, hey, you guys are also getting scammed here. How much money did you make your boss today? That said, also cold brew on tap, always really bad. Always bad cold brew.
Bear makes a really good cold brew, but it also gives me the jitters because it's really strong.
Yeah,
cold
that's
brew
the downside.
Really fucking strong.
Yeah, I love cold brew, but that's like absolutely a risk of it.
Yeah, I actually don't hate me. I know you live in Seattle.
Okay.
I actually really like the Starbucks Nitro Cold Brew.
It's okay. Here's the thing about living in Seattle. Most of the Seattle coffee fucking sucks, so I end up drinking at Starbucks a lot because it's at least consistent.
Fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think Starbucks and McDonald's are kind of on par with one another as far as like
McDonald's iced coffee is not bad. I'll say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're fine. They're both Starbucks and McDonald's are like the kind of in my mind at least as like a foodie, and I am a foodie, and I'm more of a foodie than any of you. Sorry, I am confident about exactly one thing. But yeah, as a foodie, I do think that Starbucks and McDonald's are about on the same level, and they're fine with regards to their coffee.
Yeah. Addie, no, it really sucks. Because, like, I love going to cafes, and I still go to a lot of cafes. The problem is that Starbucks was so influential on this scene here that most places are just also dark roasts, which means that they're also just burnt to shit.
I don't like dark roast. Yeah, that's actually also true in San Francisco. San Francisco got super
Ah.
funny for the dark roast, and I was like, oh, good, it's all nasty. That's great.
That sucks. I love.
Would you like to pay $20 to watch somebody like fucking Benihana your coffee for 50 minutes, and then you just get a bunch of like charcoal water?
Yeah.
Oh, yum yum. That's great. I love that. How delicious. Yeah, no, I'd rather some Starbucks. But yeah, their nitro cold brew, I do like the nitro cold brew at Starbucks, but I will get like 1/3 of the way down this little cup of liquid, and I'm just like having a panic attack. Like
Yeah.
losing my mind.
And the thing is, it's not even just like the caffeine, it's because of the like oils of them. That's another reason why dark roast coffee like is just worse on you, is because it's got the weird like coffee like roast oils in it. Because like light roast technically has more caffeine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes sense.
It's just not burned out.
I don't know.
That's also why if you go to like bank coffee also tends to make you more jittery, or like shitty cafes, because if they don't clean their little coffee thermos things out enough, like the oil just builds up in it, and it makes it like that's like what makes it like intense, as it were. I don't know enough jargon to be like it's this thing exactly, but like I've dealt with and been around coffee enough and worked in cafes and love coffee enough to like notice this stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Bear has been making me coffee and serving it to me in bed every day for the last 9 years.
Aw.
Which I don't actually know how I would live without. I think I would just die. At this point, and it's exactly how I like it, like 100%. And he knows all of the little everything about it, but I couldn't tell you a thing about what I'm drinking other than it tastes good.
Aww.
Yum yum. And then I taste any other coffee, and I'm like, ugh! It's really cute. Whenever my roommates try to make coffee, I'm always like, oh, huh. I'm just so grossly spoiled.
No, Addie's right. Also, or pour over. I use a pour over for my coffee mostly.
Oh yeah. Addie, a cheap grinder, French press, and light roast is literally like what Bear uses.
It's good.
But yeah, he has to buy it online because there's like no place that sells it here.
Oh, that sucks. It used to be so easy to find good light roasts in the Bay, too.
Yeah, but it's fucking San Francisco. Blue Bottle Coffee. Okay. I used to always dread terribly. Like, I used to have, like, tech people friends, like, occasionally. And I used to really dread it whenever they were like, oh, you want to get coffee? So I'd be like, not really.
Wait, do you want to get the worst coffee you've ever had?
Yeah, and you want to like stand there and wait for it? Yeah, sure. Whatever.
How's Phil's coffee though? Is that still around?
I hate it. Well, actually, I don't hate Phil's. It's like so pretentious for just being like okay coffee, and
Yeah.
I do find the like pretentiousness of it to be very like embarrassing, because it's like this kind of pageantry about like Phil's is kind of like this pageantry about, how do I describe it? It's like watching someone do a bunch of rituals to an ingredient, but you know that none of those things make that ingredient more good. Like, you know they don't actually know what they're talking about or what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which is my experience with a lot of food, honestly. Is I definitely like will go to restaurants and stuff like that or whatever, and I'll see food and be like, oh, they did this to it, but that doesn't actually make the food better.
Yeah.
Like, they just did it because they think it does, and it doesn't. That's kind of what Phil's is like. It's kind of just like they do all this stuff and they do it certain ways, and they, you know, they blend it, and they have certain blends and whatever, right? As though they're trying to get a particular flavor profile, but it's all just, you know, light, medium, or dark. There's nothing actually interesting about it, and it's not that good. It's fine. They just like try really hard to make it sound like they're doing all these things that make your coffee better, but it doesn't.
Yes, Phil's is the one with the weird names. Addie, no, it's fucked up how much I've had to get Starbucks blonde roasts or like their light roast just because it's the only like light roast I can find at a store.
Yeah, that's true. When I lived close to one, I think I used to buy it.
Thankfully, we have the fancy grocery store I go to sometimes has a few bulk light roasts that I can get. The problem is that sometimes the only ones they have in stock are the like, it's like, oh, hazelnut and shit. And I'm like, this is just candy coffee. I don't want candy coffee.
Hey, I'm okay with it from Starbucks.
But that's just candy at that point.
Yeah, it tastes good.
You just pour the coffee in a Whippet dispenser. Yeah, I'm doing nitrous hits in my coffee.
Sounds okay.
Don't.
Coffee whippets. Did you say don't?
Don't.
Some pretty impressive stuff you found. I'll start upgrading your weapon right away. And since you did me a favor,
You could put coffee in the whippet dispenser, but it won't fluff up. You would need to put a bunch of heavy cream in it, and probably some powdered sugar. If any of you ever use your whipped cream dispensers for something other than your lungs, make sure you use powdered sugar, not regular sugar. You can't sub that. It's because powdered sugar has cornstarch in it. It's also like evenly dispersed in such a way that it actually helps the whipped cream whip. Just a little tidbit from Auntie Tony. None of you are gonna use your whipped cream dispensers for making whipped cream. I know that. She says, crying quietly. I should do whippets.
Come back.
Well, I was actually about to call it because I have some more stuff I need to do. Like, just say end it for the night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Popola said we might be able to find
So I'll say we'll go to the Forest of Myth, and that's what we'll do next. I may or may not be streaming this tomorrow, but Wednesday I should be continuing on with Max Payne 3.
Max Payne 3.
Yeah, so people in the chat were telling me
you are gonna keep playing it.
People in the chat were telling me that apparently it like kind of has like a mid-act reveal of like, oh, the police are super corrupt, and so it becomes like Max Payne like shooting up cops, and that does sound interesting.
Huh.
So I figured I can test that, and then if that stream sucks, we'll just maybe I'll like preemptively install Quantum Break, and if it gets too much, we'll just switch to that midstream. But yeah, and then I may or may not play this some more tomorrow or something. I will keep you all updated. Have a good night. I'm gonna see.
Good night, everybody.
Oh Jesus! You sounded like You sounded like fucking. What's her name when she's playing the dude mechanic in Portlandia?
That's my brother's voice. Don't worry about it.
That's other Tony.
Yeah, that's other Tony. He's over there. Don't worry about him.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.